The Big H Podcast, tune in now. Conversations that'll wow. Laugh and learn, stay a while. Let's explore that Hilton style. From the highs to the lows, every story just explodes. Mike's got questions on the go, diving deep from head to toe. Every week the guests align, sharing moments so divine. Stay with us, the pace is fine. Every episode you'll find. The Big H Podcast, tune in now. Conversations that'll wow. Laugh and learn, stay a while. Let's explore that Hilton style.
Cadet football is on villageradio.net. Now, off to the broadcast booth for all the excitement on your home for Hilton High School sports.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's game where the Hilton Cadets face off in a divisional matchup against the Rush-Henrietta Royal Comets. Live from LeBeau Field in Hilton, New York, I'm Jeremy Pilot along with broadcast partner Mike Heiss. Thank you for joining us. The Cadets coming off a loss last week, 42-34 against the Victor Blue Devils. Mike, we were both here for that action. Sad day for the Cadets. First loss all season.
Number 14, David Gus. Number 17, Justin Resegi. Number 18, Landon Lang. Number 22, Nick. Number 24, Bailey.
This is Mike Heiss, your broadcast partner. The Rush-Henrietta Royal Comets entered tonight's game with a record of 4-2, probably one of the best two-team losses teams in the state. The Cadets will now have life without Ted Lawson. He fractured his ankle last week, so we'll see if they can make amends after his departure and come away with a victory tonight. The Cadets really think that they're going to have to score a lot of points to come away with a victory tonight.
All right, Mike, and we apologize for that slight technical difficulty there. It does help when the microphones are turned on when you speak into them. Slight overlook there. So, yeah, definitely a disappointing game for the Cadets last week, and especially sad for Ted Lawson, who's probably out for the rest of the season, I would imagine.
Yes.
Now, Ted was a senior here at Hilton, so that's pretty much the end of his high school football career.
It is, and he ended his high school career on a touchdown note. At least he scored that 41-yard touchdown run, but of course he'd like to be out there with his teammates tonight, but he won't be. In terms of tonight's game, you got Rush-Henrietta is honorable mention ranked in the state. Hilton is ranked 30. Aquinas, another team in AA, is ranked 3. You have Pittsford and Victor also ranked. So AA is loaded in the sectional brackets. And tonight's game, the Cadets are at least a 5 seed and hopefully a 4.
Absolutely. Pretty inclement weather out there tonight, 46 degrees here at LeBeau Field. It is raining pretty hard out there on the field. And, Mike, you said the only time they'll stop the game is if they see lightning in the sky. Is that correct?
That is correct. They'll take cover.
So if you're not able to attend the game or would rather stay warm and dry tonight, just tune in right here at villageradio.net. We'll give you all the action live. So, Mike, what do you think the effect of not having Ted Lawson will be on the Cadets tonight?
Well, it's going to be tough because he not only is their best tackler. We're going to have a moment of silence to reflect on Andrew Roloff, who was lost earlier this week.
We're going to pause for just a moment while we take a moment of silence here at LeBeau Field.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise and remove your hats.
All right, we're going to pause just a moment again as we start with the national anthem here at LeBeau Field.
Senior Bridget Robson. Come on, let's go, Hilton! Let's go, boys! Ladies and
Excellent
gentlemen,
job by the Hilton seniors performing the national anthem. And the rain has just picked up quite a bit here at LeBeau Field. It's going to be a wet one tonight. This is going to make handling the ball difficult. This is going to be making progress up and down the field difficult as well. Mike, in your experience as a high school football coach, junior varsity, how much does the rain actually affect your play on the field?
It's going to affect it immensely, and I think the rain, this hard rain, is exactly what Hilton would want. Rush-Henrietta comes in with a very high-powered offense, and Jared Rubino is a third-year starter at quarterback. He can run and pass. The rain is severely going to hinder the passing game, and turnovers could just be the difference in this football game. So those ball boys and ball girls, they're going to be very important keeping those footballs dry. So depending on how, if this rain does stop, this could have a huge effect, and it's something that Cadets really would welcome.
So the Cadets used to playing in inclement weather. This is something they're trained for, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
I think so. I think they feel that they're mentally tougher and they're not going to ever put the ball on the ground. If they cannot turn the ball over and maybe get 2 or 3 turnovers out of Rush-Henrietta, that could swing the game. The turnovers are such a big momentum shift and make a big difference in the score and the outcome. So, you know, I think, like I said, if there's an equalizer in this game, maybe with the speed of Rush-Henrietta, Hilton might think that this rain could be just what they wanted.
All right. So tonight's officials, by the way, we've got Mike Remillard, Tony Perez, Floyd Raymond, Brian Haley, and Joe Reed. By the way, one of them was just receiving a jersey for 33 years worth of service.
That would be, yeah, that's Mark Remillard. He's retiring after tonight's game, and he is highly respected by the Hilton coaching staff and is a big hockey buff. And according to the announcer over there, he always calls him a different hockey player. Like tonight, he was announcing Mr. Remillard as Guy Lafleur. So, yeah, 33 years. Long time.
Absolutely. Sounds like a great career. Both teams to the center of the field now for the coin toss.
Your officials for tonight's contest, umpire.
And already I'm seeing a major difference in the size of players between the Royal Comets and the Cadets. But you and I have seen that matchup before. Just because you're a larger person playing the Cadets does not mean you're a better player playing the Cadets. The Cadets, when they first took on Fairport, I mean, some very, very large boys on that team, but it didn't seem to affect the Cadets one bit.
And then last week when they played Victor had some good size kids, actually some very big kids. And I was talking to one of the assistant coaches, and he said he was looking up to these kids on the sidelines, and they were not only tall, but they were really, really thick kids. So we'll see tonight if the difference in size makes a difference. But the big difference on Rush-Henrietta is number 3, Jared Gerbino, that senior quarterback. And then there's also 2 other players to look out for. Number 4, Gavin McDonald. He's a stocky, hard running back. And then number 24, Joseph Ortiz, is their big wide receiver. So you might be hearing those names a lot.
The Hilton Cadets have won the coin toss, and they have elected to kick it away to Hilton. Oh, I'm sorry, to Rush-Henrietta.
Yeah, so as I said earlier before, this game has very big ramifications on the sectional seeds. Rush-Henrietta could end up a 4, 5, or a 6 seed. And the nice thing, if you're a 4 seed, is you get to play at home. If you're a 5 or 6, you go on the road. And tonight and tomorrow, there's some big games with Aquinas, Victor, and Pittsford. Aquinas playing the number 1 team in the state in Canisius. So if Aquinas were to lose in that contest, they would probably be knocked down to a 2 or 3 seed. So
really, and where is Hilton ranked right at the moment for those listening at home that may not have been paying
attention? Hilton is a 4 seed right now, and they're firmly there. However, if they were to lose this game, it would probably bump them to a 5 seed. And they would have to go on the road next week at Rush-Henrietta to play them again in the sectional playoffs. If the Cadets were to win and most other scenarios happen, the Cadets could be home next Friday night against East High School.
Both teams on the field waiting for Christian Rank to fire the ball down the field. Royal Comets taking a very aggressive position on the field, covering almost every inch of it. Christian Rank kicks it high and long. That'll be good for a touchback, which is a great place to start the game if you're the Cadets trying to take on the Comets tonight. And again, how great are the Comets in football, Mike, altogether?
I think 3 years back, they won a state championship with Ashton Broyle as their quarterback. Lots of success there with Coach Montesano. He's had a lot of success with the same type of coaches over there. This year, like I said, they're 4-2 right now. Their only losses are to Victor and Pittsford, 2 stud teams. So, like I said, they're probably the best 2-loss team in New York State.
I see a growing trend of Italian men being great football coaches in high school. It seems that almost all of their last names end in vowels. It's
Lombardi?
Right, Lombardi. Yeah, we've got, Montesano and some others that fall into that. Rush-Henrietta trying to make a running play. Good for about 1 yard. 11:51 in the first quarter.
Looked like Kyle Napier was in on the tackle. And they will run sort of a high-octane, no-huddle offense. But that play really only got maybe 2. And Napier was right there for the play for the Cadets.
That was Jashawn Smith, number 7 for the Royal Comets with the carry on there. Ball passed off to Jared Gerbino of the Comets. Looks like he made it for about 1 yard. That'll be 4th down. 26 to go. 26 to go. 4 to go on the 26-yard line. 3rd down. I'll learn to read that scoreboard one of these days, Mike.
Yeah, and this is a 3rd and 3. You're going to probably look for Gerbino to make a zone read or also maybe just straight quarterback keep on it. He's their stud. But also in the backfield, they got McDonald they could go to. I would be surprised to see a passing play, and that's where you're going to see a run here by Gerbino, and he's going to get an easy 1st down here, then and more.
All the way up. Yep, right down the center of the line. Ends up sliding for about 3 or 4 yards. Let's see where they'll spot him on that play.
Zach Thorpe was in on the tackle along with Justin Rezegi for the Cadets, and it was kind of like a quarterback keeper, almost like a quarterback draw, and he really made the Cadets look sick on that play.
He certainly did. That was wide open right up the center. No one near him really to catch him and stop him, so that'll put him at the 35-yard line. 1st down, 10 to go. Running play again up the center. Not sure who had the carry on that one. See what he gets up here in just a moment.
Yeah, maybe a gain of 2 there. It's that 3rd down play. You got to get teams off the field on 3rd play.
That was Gavin McDonough of the Royal Comets, number 4, with the carry. Made it for about 2 yards.
Donnie Newfer on the tackle for the Cadets.
2nd down and 8. Ball is hiked off. Held on to by the quarterback. He fires upfield. It'll be incomplete. That was Jared Gerbino with an incomplete pass.
Ortiz was wide open on that. He should have caught the ball. Obviously, maybe the rain is affecting it, but that's a bonus for the Cadets. Once again, this is a big 3rd down and 8 play for their Hilton if they can get him off the field. But, you have to be careful of Gerbino. He's just so dangerous with both his legs and his arm.
Both teams at the line again. Gerbino in shotgun formation. Waiting for his center to fire the ball back to him. Fake pass. Hands it off to Gavin McDonald again for a run up the center. Looks like that's good for a gain of about maybe 2 yards. And that should put him at 4th and 6.
4th and 6, and they're going to go for it. They're at this type of weather. There's no sense of punting this one.
On the 33-yard line. Royal Comets again in shotgun formation.
24 just jumped. I don't know if the refs caught it.
Yeah, we did. We've got a flag, Mike. You're right.
Okay, once again, there's a
false
break.
Start on the Blue Comets.
There's a break with the false start and then with the drop pass. So this is a play where the Cadets really could take advantage on this 4th down. Maybe now you'll see a punt by Rush-Henrietta.
That'll move him back 5 yards on that play. It'll be 4th down and 11 on the 36-yard line. 9:29 in the first.
Gerbino looking over for another play call.
Standing by, both teams ready to go.
4th and 11.
Ball fired back to Gerbino. He's looking for his man. Long, straight, solid one up the center of the field. Too much coverage by the Cadets. That pass was incomplete. And we got a shove down in the field, but the officials didn't catch it.
Really nice play there by Justin Rezegi, breaking up the pass there. Cadets will take over 1st and 10 at the 36.
Looking for a little help from the officials. Unnecessary roughness well after the play was called, but
now Hilton.
Nobody with the striped shirt saw that was Cole Comden getting shoved around down there. I caught it, Cole. Don't worry about it. Billy Pittman with a run up the center. Looks like he's good for about 3 yards.
Clark on the tackle. Number 12, John Letta on the keeper for the Cadets.
I think that was John Letta on the carry. Gets a good gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
Ball set on the 29-yard line. Still in Cadet territory. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. 8:36 in the first.
Hilton.
Running play up the center. That's good for a first down for the Cadets. That'll put him right at the 49-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Letta. He made a fake there to film in and then powered it off the right tackle. That's what they like to do all year. That's been their bread and butter.
Letta gains it up to the first down. It's 1st and 10 Cadets from their own 49-yard line.
The Cadets break the huddle.
1st and 10, 49-yard line. Both teams lining up. Letta in shotgun formation. Ball fired back to him. Letta's running it yet again. Doesn't look like he's going to make it this time. No, brought down. Looks like loss of a yard on that play.
Number 24, Joseph Ortiz, and number 59, Matt Snow.
Linebacker Joseph Ortiz and Matt Snow, a defensive end, make the tackle. The scouting report has 2 really big defensive ends for Rush-Henrietta. Daryl Chapman, he's 6'4", and then Matt Snow, he is 6'7". So there's 2 big boys trying to throw over. I guess they bat down a lot of passes.
Officials being kind, spotting him back at the 49-yard line for a 2nd down.
Clock continues to roll, almost 7:20 left here in the first quarter. Cadets on their first possession, Letta under center.
Positioning himself south on the field. Letta looking for a man, and he is sacked at about the 37-yard line.
That's Chapman on the sack. That 6'4", 231-pounder defensive end. That's a counter trap pass that the Cadets like. And on that pass, the guard pulls, and he's actually got to make that block. And the block wasn't made, and therefore Letta suffered the sack.
Absolutely left him wide open on that play, Mike. That's what we're looking for to capitalize on a 4th down situation. Now they're back, 3rd down, 20 yards to go.
Not too many plays for 3rd and 20, maybe a screen pass, or maybe a quarterback draw. Who knows here, but they're just looking to get 5 or 10 yards, get a better punting position.
Difficult to pass the ball in these kind of weather conditions. Ball fired, looks like to Bailey Pittman.
I think that is Dylan Philman.
Is it Dylan Philman? Sorry about that.
That's all right. He makes 10-yard gain. It'll bring up a 4th and 10. Once again, back at that 49-yard line. And the Cadets will send in their punting unit. Decent series there, but a couple miscues with the first play with Letta getting no yardage and then the sack on the counter trap pass.
The weather keeps up like this tonight. They're going to have to send in a special amphibious team to make plays.
Number 24, Joseph Ortiz.
Number 7, Jay Sean Smith is back for Rush-Henrietta. And Rezegi's punting for Hilton. There's the snap. Punts away.
Nice high, long one. Going to drop right around the 15. It'll be fair catch. Hilton trying to stop it before it goes in the end zone. Looks like they may have done it.
Nope, that official signal is a touchback.
So it is touchback. I'm sorry, I have the post right here in my way.
That'll be a 1st and 10 now from the 20-yard line for Rush-Henrietta. Once again, it's a long field for them to go. So far, the Cadets have been doing a nice job on 1st and 2nd down, and if they can get that 3rd down defensive stop, they're going to be okay. Like I said, tonight, Pittsford is at Penfield. Gates is playing Victor. Also coming on this weekend, Fairport and Webster Schrader, Thomas and Churchville. And that big game with number 1 team in the state, Canisius, playing number 3, Aquinas, tomorrow night, I believe at 7:30 at Aquinas.
Royal Comets taking to the field yet again. Their offensive line getting ready to attack the Cadets. Jared Gerbino looking for a man. No, they're going to run the ball. He's going to run it right up the center. That's good for a first down and then some.
Come on, wrap him up, boys!
Looks like that's going to end him about the 42-yard line. They're going to spot it for him. Still in Royal Comet territory. It'll be 1st and 10. 6 minutes left in the first. Although this is optimistic, Mike. We haven't seen the Royal Comets score yet.
No, it always comes down to that third down play. Get him out, keep Gerbino from those huge gains, and maybe to those 2 to 4 yard gains. Pretty good defense right there by the Cadets. Straight give.
Running play, but still good for looks like about 3, maybe 4.
That was McDonald on the carry for the Royal Comets. Almost close to 4 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 6. Time 5 minutes and 33 seconds and rolling here at LeBeau Field. Big game here by the 4-2 Royal Comets and your 5-1 Hilton Cadets.
2nd and 6 for the Comets. Gerbino waiting for the ball in shotgun formation, gets it. Is he going to run it or pass it? He's looking for a man. He fires it down the field. That ball was tipped by one of the Cadets. Looks like number 50. Justin Clayton got his hand on top of that one, knocked the ball away. So that'll put the Royal Comets at a 3rd down and 6 situation on the 47-yard line. 5:13 left in the first quarter. The Cadets doing really well on defense tonight.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Justin Clayton, number 50, defensive tackle, batting the ball away. And now, once again, brings up a 3rd and 6 at the Cadet 47. Gerbino, once again, in the shotgun. Straight give to McDonald. Can the Cadets get to him? I think he's got a first down.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's pushed himself in for first down. Play is over. And they are moving the chains, so that'll be a first down for the Royal Comets.
Number 4, Kevin McDonald on the carry.
47-yard line inside Cadet territory.
5:07 left here in the first quarter. It is still raining at the LeBeau Field. And Rush-Henrietta, they run an interesting offense. They don't really substitute a lot with guys with plays. They look over and they get flashes of cards by them for their offensive formations and plays. And here you'll see 3 receivers going over to the left for a trips formation. Gerbino once again looking over along with his backfield. Now he calls the play out and the line blocking to his.
Gerbino standing a little south of center, hands the ball off to number 4, Gavin McDonald, for the run. Looks like he's good for about 5 or 6 on that play.
Number 4, Kevin McDonald once again on the carry.
Nice tackle there by Kyle Naper. And once again, it's a gain of 5 or 6. And you're so worried about Gerbino cutting off of the fake that McDonald makes some really hard gains. He's very stocky. He's very muscular. Does a nice job when he gets the ball.
Gerbino with the ball again. Passes up on McDonald. He's running the ball himself. Looks like it may be good for a first down for the Royal Comets. He's right at that spot.
And on that play, it was the same formation, same look as the other play. He faked to McDonald in this case, then kept the ball. If you watch the linebacker, I forget what number it is for the Cadets, but he just bit on the fake, and then that left Gerbino wide open for a decent gain, but brings up about a 3rd and 1.
Right, Mike, just shy of a first down on that play. Zed all at 3:57 in the first quarter.
Let's go, Carter! Get in there!
Royal Comets on the north side of the field this time. In formation, waiting for the ball to be hiked. Gerbino gets the ball. Passes it off to
there's a fumble.
McDonald. Looks like there's a fumble. Who's going to get a hold of it? You're right, Mike.
I think Hilton's got it.
Fumble on the play. Hilton got it.
Looks like they do.
Hilton did recover the fumble. All right.
Take that.
No idea yet on who recovered the fumble, but
Number 22, Nick Milgate recovery.
Nicholas Milgate sounds like is the one who made that recovery after the fumble there. Mike, fantastic job by Nicholas Milgate being in the right place at the right time for the Cadets.
and we'll have to see. We were talked about it in the pregame, Jeremy, as the turnovers with the weather, and there's your first one. Hit a 3rd and short. They hit him short. Milgate gets the recovery. Cadets now 1st and 10 on their own 41.
Not a bad place to start your first drive And Jonathan Letta handed the ball off. Not sure who he gave it to, but no one's going anywhere in the center of the huddle there. Everybody just kind of bunched up. Stop the forward progress of the ball. Looks like they're going to spot it. Maybe back at the same spot here.
That was Philman on the carry. No gain. Stephen Clark, number 44 of the Royal Comets, makes the tackle. And once again, they're looking at a 2nd and 10, Jeremy, just like their last drive. Hilton breaks the huddle. Letta's in the shotgun. He has Philman to his left, one receiver to the right, one to the left.
Letta looking to fire up the field. He finds his man, and it is not good for a first down, but does stop the clock. It looks like it's going to be spotted around the 49 or 50-yard line on that play.
There's a nice hitch pattern there. I believe it was Bailey Pittman, and that's been his trusted receiver all season. And, hey, if you could throw the ball and make 5 or 6 yards on 2nd down, that makes this a makeable first down on 3rd and about 2.
Come on, guys.
Once again, what do you do here? Do you try to go right back to that hitch pattern if you think the cornerback is going to lay off? Or
I say we give it to Philman and let him power through.
Or, you never know. Letta has been so strong this year, but Spallina's now playing fullback for the injured Teddy Lawson. He goes under center, and there it is.
There is Dylan Philman, has the ball. Powers up to center. He's still going. He's at the 20-25. And it looks like we may have a face mask violation. We'll see if the officials catch it and call it.
Huge play there on 3rd and 2 by Philman. He gets inside the 20-yard line. It looks like he's down to the 18-yard line of the Royal Comets, and the Cadets are in business off this turnover.
That was Stephen Clark from the Comets who was able to execute that tackle.
2:30 and rolling here in the first quarter at LeBeau Field. Cadets knocking on the door.
This would certainly be an advantage for the Cadets to draw first blood against the Comets. That certainly does put some sort of psychological mark in their minds. Dylan Philman again with the ball. Looks like he's good for about 4 yards.
That was a phenomenal run, too. When he got the ball, he saw it. He did a sidestep, and then he bolted ahead, and he actually lowered his shoulder. He looks pretty small, Jeremy, but he's actually about 185 pounds. Good 7 yards.
5 on the play to bring up 2nd down.
5'8", 185 pounds. That isn't a bad build to have. Especially for a running back. You always want them a little bit shorter, a little bit stockier. You want them to go low. You want them to hit hard. 2nd down, 3 to go on the 11-yard line for the Cadets. And it looks like they are almost in.
Touchdown.
Yes, they are in for a touchdown. That'll put 6 on the board for the Cadets, leaving the Royal Comets at 0 with a minute 36 left on the clock. That was Dylan Philman with the carry on that play.
And that's old Hilton football, just going blast off tackle play. Philman, nice strong play. Ran in from 11 yards out, got on the board first, 6-0. Sticks. Christian Rank will come in, see if he can get the extra point, give us a 7-0 lead.
Much different team than we saw last week. Playing against the Blue Devils. I think what you've got here is a little pep talk from Lapani about you better get your stuff together, boys, because these guys aren't as easy as the ones you've been playing before. And it's time to get down to work here.
Oh, he's not going to like that one, though. That extra point is blocked every single game. It seems like we miss at least one extra point. Could come back to haunt you, but that's a good start for the Cadets, taking over that turnover with recovery from Millgate and driving in over 50 yards for a score.
And that's nothing against Christian Rank because I don't care who you are, where you are, punts do get blocked. We just watched it last night, by the way. Anybody who caught the San Francisco 49ers game, they were able to stop New Orleans with a block and a kick for the extra point. So it does happen, even to the big boys.
Well, this is kind of nice, too. Last week, the Cadets were always playing catch-up with the Victor Blue Devils. So tonight, they got a 6-0 lead. They'd like it to be a 7-0 lead. And like you said, a little psychological thing. When you score first, put them back on their heels a little bit. Rush is very dangerous. They can score very quickly. But, they had a long bus ride over here, so maybe they're still feeling the effects of that. With 1:36 to go, Hilton up 6-0 over Rush-Henrietta.
That's true. With weather and traffic conditions, I'm sure it was quite a long drive up here. I live in the city of Rochester, and it took me, a good almost 40 minutes to get up here tonight with the traffic and the weather.
Look out.
There's a long run. Looks like Jimmy LaRocca. I'm sorry, that's Reggie Robinson. all the way down the field for a touchdown on the kick. That will put the Royal Comets on the board with 6 points.
Yeah, and that's the danger you talked about in Rush-Henrietta. They are a very quick striking team. I don't even know if he got touched. He got touched once, made a nice break through a hole, then was gone. And I think with sticks, with Rank, you usually think he can kick it in the end zone. But I think they got him down for a 98-yard kickoff return for a score.
Reggie Robinson of the Royal Comets. He's a senior, 6'2", 181 pounds. Defensive back, wide receiver.
Jared Gerbino will attempt the extra point for Rush-Henrietta to put them up by 1.
See how critical it is to have him kick in the end zone?
Oh, it was a sneak play. And that stopped. Zach Bucci trying to pick it up and run with it. That didn't work. So the Comets held to 6 points, much like the Cadets. Looks like we may have an injury here on the field, Mike.
Yeah, we do. It's an injured cadet. I'm not sure who it is, but...
Oh, he's sitting up. That's a good sign.
Yeah, like I said, with 1:23 left, Reggie Robinson just negated the first score by Dylan Philman in about 13 seconds, if I do the math correctly, with the 98-yard kickoff return for a score. Unfortunately, they were unable to kick the extra point, so we have a 6-6 tie, all back to evens here at Hilton.
That's right, Mike. Why don't we take a short break while they tend to the player on the field? It's the Cadets 6, the Royal Comets 6, with 12.3 seconds left on the clock. Stand by as we take a quick time out. You're listening to Hilton Cadet Football on villageradio.net.
Here's what's happening in Hilton.
Don't miss the 6th annual Cupcakes for Cancer, Saturday, October 24th at Sheer Emotion Salon on Hilton Palmer Road. All proceeds from the baked food sale are donated to the Edelman Research Foundation and Wilmot Cancer Foundation. Cupcakes provided by Rachel B. Cupcakes, a local bakery, and Tops. Sheer Emotion will also be selling raffle tickets for every $5 donation and a chance to win 12 different prizes on the 31st. For more details, call Cindy at Sheer Emotion. 392-0466.
Let us know what's happening with your nonprofit group or community organization. Email us the details by clicking the link at villageradio.net.
Do not miss the Hilton Palmer Recreation Department's annual Halloween celebration. Saturday, October 24th from 11 to 4 at the Village Community Center. There'll be a ghoulishly good costume parade, dancing and magic from Flying Brian and Miss Underwood, plus games, horseback rides, and refreshments. And don't forget to stroll down the trick-or-treat street, Master. All activities are free, but you must pre-register online now at parmaNY.org/recreation. The annual Halloween celebration, Saturday, October 24th from 11 to 1 at the Community Center. Come and get your scare on if you dare.
Live from LeBeau Field, it's the Cadets 6, Royal Comets 6. You're listening to Hilton High School Football on villageradio.net. I'm Jeremy Pyle along with Mike Heiss. Mike, we just saw Bailey Pittman being carried off the field. Looks like a leg injury, perhaps?
Yeah, it looks like the trainer's there with him. They carried him off the field. This could be bad news once again for the Cadets. We'll have to see the way he's tilted in his body language. It doesn't look good. However, out there in villageradio.net, we'd like to say a shout-out to the Wheelahan and Murphy kids who are loyally listening to us tonight. Hope you're having a great time out there listening to the Cadets, and they can bring home a victory to the Wheelahans and Murphys.
All right.
Come on, guys, let's go!
Both teams back out on the field. Hilton is at the 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Royal Comets. For the Cadets.
And that was Philman off tackle. Looks like a gain of 2.
About a minute left on the clock.
And then if lightning could strike twice, it looks like it just has for the Cadets. With Teddy Lawson going down with a broken ankle last week. We don't know the extent, of course, of Pittman's injury, but now the school physician is over there. Coach Skaich is going over, giving him a pat on the hat or the helmet. So, well, whatever it is, it's giving him major discomfort. He doesn't look like he's going back in anytime soon.
That's a shame. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Cadets. 40 seconds on the clock as it winds on down. They're at the 31-yard line. Ball faked to Dylan Philman by Letta, who runs the ball himself. Looks like that's going to be good for a gain of about 4 yards on that. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, that play's called a blast keep, a 24 blast keep the Cadets do if they got a running quarterback. So they fake one way and let them run around the next door. I think maybe even bootleg on that, but Letta did a nice job here, Jeremy, bringing it to a manageable 3rd and 2 now for the first. Pittman now has his helmet down on the field. He's shielded by an umbrella, so we'll try to use our sources and see what we got going on down there.
Absolutely. And when you say our sources, you mean your sources, which means you're going to be texting one of the guys on the field.
Isn't modern technology
That's
wonderful?
great. Absolutely great. And obviously the ball getting hard to handle at this point as the official was tossed the ball and he dropped it. It was just a basket catch he should have made and wasn't able to hang on to it. He's wiping the ball dry as best he can, but it's just coming down here today.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to be started watching out for deflated footballs as that type of weather. Team might start taking air out of the ball.
Well, like the Patriots said, ambient weather does affect the pressure in the ball. So looks like it's awful close to a 1st down. Let's see if they mark him there. They do. They move the chains. It'll be 1st down at the 40-yard line, still inside Cadet territory, trying to make their way over the hump.
Yeah, once again, clock's rolling about 5-4. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter, and we're all even at 6 at LeBeau Field between Rush-Henrietta and Hilton.
That's right. At the end of the first quarter, the score is 6-6. Cadets and the Royal Comets will be back after a short break. You're listening to Hilton Cadet Football on villageradio.net.
Hilton Community Bulletin Board.
Hilton Select Basketball Open Gym happens every Monday and Tuesday this fall, from September 8th through October 27th. Mondays are skill sessions with Coach Coffee, while Tuesdays focus on basketball strength and agility with Matt Jones and Mark Bruce. Each open gym costs $5 to attend, are a great way to prepare for the upcoming select basketball season, and there are sessions for grades 3 to 6 and 7 to 12. For more details, including times and gym locations, click the Hilton Select Basketball banner on the homepage at villageradio.net.
If you'd like to talk on air about your community group's events, email us your name and phone number. Just click the link on the website at villageradio.net. Cadet football is on villageradio.net.
Live from LeBeau Field, it's the Cadets 6 and the Royal Comets 6. You're listening to Hilton High School Football on villageradio.net. Jeremy Pilot, along with Mike Heiss here with you. Just getting ready to start the second quarter. Cadets have possession of the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 40.
There's Philman.
Philman looks like he's wide open. No one can touch him. 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, the touchdown for the Cadets. What an amazing play. Philman was able to just run a slant formation right towards the corner of the end zone. No one was able to catch him. Nice job, Dylan Philman.
Well, exactly. He's not feeling the love lately, not getting as many carries as he's used to, but he knew that he'd have a chance to make a play. And once again, that's just going back to vintage Hilton football. Off tackle, he's got excellent vision, and actually out there he's got great speed. So a nice 60-yard touchdown run by number 3 Dylan Philman, and he just keeps racking up those touchdown records here at Hilton.
Absolutely, and that was a little bit of the Royal Comet medicine back at them, not being able to stop a run that long. Christian Rank ready for the extra point. He fires up. And that one's no good as well. So 11:50 left in the second quarter. It'll put the Cadets 12, the Blue Comets 6.
And I tell you, it really might come down to an extra point that wins this game. And I never kind of thought that, but there's 2 big mixed extra points there for Hilton. Rush-Henrietta hasn't missed one, but also they start stopping each other too. I mean, that going back to what Hilton normally has done many years ago is just hitting the tailback and the I formation, and Philman's having a good night tonight. So Letta, they still have him, of course, but it also looks like Pittman is going to be out for a while. His teammates are rallying around him, but he is in no mood or position to move anywhere fast.
And might I just mentioned, Mike, today's broadcast is brought to you thanks to the cooperation of the Hilton Central School District. Mike Girizzi, Director of Physical Education and Athletics. If you miss any of today's live football action, you can listen to and download a podcast of the game shortly after it airs. Just click on the Cadet Sport Podcast tab on the homepage at villageradio.net. That is, of course, free of charge. Christian Rank ready to kick the ball back down the field. Oh, boy, that ball is getting really difficult to hang on to. Number 25, Jake Mead of the Comets, trying to return that ball. Looks like he made it to about the 35-yard line. Let's see where they spot him.
Once again, we're still looking for an injury update there on number 24, Bailey Pittman. It looks like he has a relative down there that is patting him on the back of the head, and usually that means he's not going to go back in the game right now. And this injury bug is rampant at Hilton the last 2 weekends.
You shut your mouth, Mike. Don't say things like that.
I mean, I was thinking before I was talking to Coach Lapani, I'm thinking maybe you got some luck coming this way, you know, because Lawson was such a bad luck type of thing, and Pittman's equally as bad now that they've lost.
Well, do us a favor and stop talking to Coach Lapani, would you? No, I'm just kidding. 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Comets.
Gerbino on the carry.
He's going to try and run it, but looks like he stopped short, maybe a gain of a yard.
Looks like Donnie Newfer, the Cadets, on the tackle after a gain of 2 on Gerbino. And once again, I was asking earlier if he's got college offers from certain schools. He definitely has the size to play Division II and Division III, of course, but we're not quite sure. But definitely a dangerous ball carrier. 2nd and 8, 11-15 and rolling.
Back to the line they go. Gerbino hands it off to number 2, Reggie Robinson, who looks like he's going to go unanswered all the way down the field. No, he's shoved out of bounds by Jonathan Letta, actually. Letta with the stop on that play. That'll also stop the clock. That'll give the Blue Comets a first down well into the red zone.
Yeah, he's not knocked out of bounds until the 20-yard line, and this could be one of those games. Is anyone going to stop the other team? You score a touchdown, you get momentum. 1st and 10 now at the Hilton 20.
The rain making it extremely difficult for both teams. Now, Mike, when I was younger and in high school, everything was a grass field. Now it seems that everything's switching to artificial turf.
Right.
Now, you probably played football when you were in high school, I'm going to assume. What kind of a difference does it make playing on turf versus grass fields in this kind of weather?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Lapani, and I know a lot of them, they liked the grass field at Hilton because not many people had grass up until us getting the turf. They felt like they were more used to it and tougher with their footing in the grass. But now that you have turf, and most teams are used to playing on it, it doesn't really provide an advantage one way or the other. So,
2nd and 10 at the 20. Gerbino passes the ball off to Reggie Robinson, who tries to work it up the center, and that's uneventful for the Royal Comets.
And ironically, Rush-Henrietta has a grass field, one of the few left that does. So,
in this kind of weather, I mean, I've never played on it, but I can only imagine that it makes it sort of like a slick carpet out there. Yes,
Sure does. I mean, here's a big play, 3rd and 10. They're in 4-down territory, so they just want to pick up 5 or 6 yards. They're going to pass. He rolls to the left.
Fires it deep. Intercepted by the Cadets. Gerbino firing the ball, trying to get it to Jashawn Smith, I should say, number 7 of the Royal Comets. My good buddy JR, Justin Rezegi, with the interception, jumped high, picked it right out of the air. That couldn't have been any better if we tried. Gerbino just couldn't get it down the field far enough. Jashawn Smith was in the right position to catch the ball. He just couldn't make good on it with Rezegi getting up in front of him, jumping so high.
Yeah, once again, there's a turnover. There's 2 turnovers. Gerbino was rolling to his left. That's a hard throw for a right-handed quarterback, and like you said, he just didn't get enough mustard on it. Rezegi makes a huge interception, and Cadets back in their I formation. Receivers split to the left and to the right.
On a 20, let it going to work now. Passes it off to Dylan Philman, makes it all the way up the center, almost for a first down for the Cadets. 9:37.
Yeah, and that's just the same play they've been running here and there. And what they do is they give it to Philman really deep and let him make a cut, use his vision. And that play, he got a nice gain of 8.
Update on Billy Pittman. Got his jacket on now, sitting on the bench, resting.
Yeah, my report from the sideline says it's a knee injury. I don't know how bad or how severe, but...
Back to the line. The Cadets waiting. Letta gets the ball. Passes it off to Dylan Philman again. Looks like that one's good for a first down.
It's going to be close. Well, chains are moving. First down, Hilton.
There we go. First and 10.
All right, let's go. Keep it moving.
Spotting at the 31-yard line. Cadets 12, Royal Comets 6. I want to call them the Blue Comets, but they're the Royal Comets. I'm not even sure where I get blue
I don't know
from.
too many Blue Comets.
That's true, but I don't even know where I get blue from because aren't their school colors like green and
They're
something?
green
and white or
and
something.
gold and yeah. But hey, this is a good drive by the Cadets. There's a first down already. Now they got a first and 10 from the 30. They're going to send Napier in motion, fake to him, quarterback power.
Letta running the ball, but looks like he got his hip hooked. Oh no, he broke free. And he runs it up. Looks like he might be good for a first down.
That's the best play of the game so far. He was stopped after a gain of 3. We actually thought the play was over. He just kept powering through. Nice play, and that's a first down for Hilton. 8:31 now as the chains move along. Hilton up 12-6, looking to get more.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was. I want to say it was TJ Day of the Royal Comets who got a hold of Letta's hip there and kind of pulled him around. Looked like he was coming down, but Letta was able to slip that. Make the play. Letta passing the ball off to Dylan Philman, who runs up the center. Looks like he's good for about 5 yards.
Now it looks like they're backing up the cart there to get Pittman on it. Going to take him to the car, most likely to the hospital, get an x-ray or get it looked at. Philman in on the carry of that, as Jeremy was saying, 2nd and 5 now.
It's 47-yard line.
So Hilton is doing what they want to do, is just grind it out here, chew yardage, chew clock, punch in another score right before halftime.
A nice place to leave him. Letta up close. Looks like it's going to be a running play. Passes it off to Philman again, who breaks free to the right. He's running up the center. Nobody near him. 30, 35, 20, 15, the 10, the 5. Looks like he might be good for a touchdown. He is. Nice job by Dylan Philman, who has twice now ran for 50-plus yards for a touchdown.
By my estimates, that's a 53-yard touchdown run by Philman, and that's where he uses his vision and his cuts. And what do they call them? Sweet feet out here. So there's 2 huge plays by Philman.
Sweet feet, I like that.
And I think that's the one thing that we forgot about in this offense this year is Dylan Philman can hurt you when he gets in the open field.
All right, Christian Rank looking a little confused as he darted back towards the sideline, but now he's back out.
Yeah, I think Coach Trapani might have thought about going for 2 just to kind of catch up a little bit on the scoreboard with only an 18-6. And they will call it.
They are going to go. Yeah, they are going to go for a timeout here. 7:27. Yeah, Christian Rank looked a little confused as to what was going on there. He was out and back and then back out again.
Yeah, I'm
not sure what they're going to do here. Are they going to leave Rank out? Maybe they're going to go for a 2-point conversion, hence the huddle and the timeout.
If you're going to try to surprise them, that surprise time is over. So they might pull him off the field and then try to go for 2, make it a 14-point game.
Going for 2 would not be a bad idea at this point. One, poor Christian Rank has missed both of his free kicks.
His extra points, yep.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to try and even that score up at this point.
Well, actually, they do have him still out there, but they're lining the tunnel over to the right-hand side. Now they'll move it on over towards Rank. I don't know. They have 3 timeouts to use. They burned their first. It doesn't really hurt them if they go back and kick this one and maybe chase the points later.
I knew it. There it goes. Fake play. Number 17 with the ball. He's going to run it in for 2 points. And he's in. Justin Rezicki. I saw that play unfolding, Mike. I said they're going to leave Rank out there. They're going to throw that ball over to Justin Rezicki, who's probably going to get a stand-up run. And I'm figuring, too, the offensive line was going to let them fall in on themselves, too. Let it appear that you're going to be able to get to the kicker and either block or tackle the kicker. And Justin Rezicki just picks the ball up, turns left, and makes it in for the extra 2 points.
They said earlier, I thought maybe making an extra point would be one of the difference makers in the game. That could be one of the difference makers. And like you called it, I just felt, they called a timeout. I thought Rush-Henrietta would be ready for anything, but Hilton caught them off guard. Rezicki making a huge play down here with the interception, with a turnover, and running the ball in there on the extra point, giving the Cadets a 2-point conversion. So they are up 20-6 right now with 7:27 left. The big thing on this kickoff is cover Robinson. Kick it away from him, kick it on the ground, do whatever you have to do, but don't give that guy a chance to return the ball.
Don't give an inch. And one interesting play, too, because Justin Rezegi, he started out down on his knee, just like, you know,
Yeah,
you
he's
would.
the holder, yep.
Anything, you know, it made it. He pulled that off fabulously. That's going to be a low, slow roller down the center of the field. Jake Mead with a pickup on the ball for the Royal Comets. He's brought down pretty much where he picked it up, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Oh, we got a little unnecessary roughness on the field. Let's see if they flag it.
See, that's what Hilton wants to do. They'll give them decent field position at the 33. They just don't want to give them a 98-yard kickoff return for a score. So, yeah, little extracurricular activity after the play. 1st and 10 now for the 35-yard line. And let's see if the Cadets can get another stop. Or I think the last 2 possessions, there's been 2 turnovers.
That's the second time I've seen the Comets shoving people around a little bit after the play. But I guess if the official doesn't call it, it didn't help happen.
You have to shove and just hope the ref doesn't see.
Right.
It is a game it's meant on bullying people. It's kind of legal. 1st and 10 from the 35.
There you go. 7:20 in the second quarter. Cadets 20. Royal Comets 6. Gerbino, shotgun formation, looking for his man, firing long and far down the field. Way too far down the field. That was for Jashwan Smith.
And I could see Todd Scatia, the secondary coach of the Cadets, imploring, I guess that's the kind word, Zach Thorpe to get back on that play. Once again, they rolled Gerbino out to the left just like they did on the interception. They're saying, you know what, we don't care. You picked it off the last time. This time, ran fade pattern or a go route. He was open, just overthrew him.
Yeah, they definitely had that play set up to be made. But again, that's got to be difficult. You look up into the sky, you've got rain pouring in your face, the bright lights. It's got to be a difficult environment to play in. Gerbino passing the ball off to number 4. Gavin McDonald made a good run for first down for the Comets.
I think the tackle was made there by Dylan Philman. Usually he doesn't play defense, but for the injured Bailey Pittman, he's got to get out there. That was a counter play, and it's really tough because there was a fake to the guy in motion, and then they countered back to the other running back, and the Cadets are really just kind of playing guessing games at the linebacker position. Big game. 1st and 10 at the Cadet 45. 6:57 and rolling.
Bailey Pittman down. I'm a little nervous that they're using Dylan Philman as much as they are.
Have to. They're running out of their bodies, I think. Looks like he gained a 2 out there. Yeah, Pittman is now gone. He left on a golf cart, so that is not a good sign. As you said, Bailey Pittman, their best receiver, probably their best cover corner, suffered a knee injury in the second quarter. We're not sure the extent, but he is gone for this game.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9.
Actually, Jeremy, that was only a gain of 1. Gerbino back in the shotgun. Gives it to the jet sweep.
Number 24, Joseph Ortiz.
Nice play, Red.
Joseph Ortiz trying to make good on that play. Stop dead. Justin Rezegi, nice hit, too, by the way.
Rezegi's having the game of his season right now. Just a great play there.
He didn't even tackle him. He just hit him, and he dropped him.
Mm-hmm.
Not
no
bad
gain.
play.
3rd and 9 now. Rain coming back on the field heavy and hard. Getting a new football in there for the Royal Comets. Gerbino looking off to the sidelines again for the play. His line getting ready for his call. Big play here. If they stick him here, they're going to have to punt, I think. Depending on if it's...
Gerbino, a big guy, 6'4", 216
Oh, and they're going to stop him on that play.
Oh, wow. He's sacked. Almost a fumble.
And the Cadets were just ready for that play. Gerbino and the quarterback keeper up the middle.
Number 77, Cole Comden, helping with that tackle. Not a kid you want to get hit by. 6'3", 240 pounds.
I think Donnie Newford was in on the tackle, too. And here it is, Jammer. He brings up the first punt of the game. Napier will go back to the 14-yard line. And let's see. Gerbino, I believe, is also the punter. I think he carries the water on and off the bus, too. He does a lot.
He does a lot. That's a high, short one. Let's see where that drops.
Oh.
Let's see if they're going to rule that as a touchback or not.
Number 3, Jared Turbino on the punt.
I think they're going to rule it down at the 1-yard line.
Wow, not a great place for Hilton to be starting from.
No, with 4:48 left here in the first half, Hilton leads 20-6 over the Royal Comets of Rush-Henrietta. Yeah, the toughest play right here is your first down play because you got to get some breathing room. So, do you go a quarterback sneak with Letta? You just don't. You just want to avoid a safety. But that was a nice bounce there for the Royal Comets, and the Cadets. Maybe Hilton, they will go into their bone tight formation and just slam it out. Nope, they're not going to split a wide receiver right in Rezegi and go to their patented I formation. Letta's going to give a blast there to short gain there by Philman, maybe a half-yard gain. Yeah, more than that, gain a yard. 2nd and 9.
4:36 left in the first half. Cadets 20. Royal Comets 6, 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
And what Hilton really is just doing right now is just grind out a couple first downs, watch the clock go down, punt it if they have to, go into the locker room with a 14-point lead, and I think they get the ball coming out at the second half too, which would be very good as well. So wide receiver split right, one split left. There's Philman on the blast.
I'm going to let you call this because I've got a post right my way. I can't really call it.
Philman, not much running room there. Maybe a gain of 1.
Once again, number 3, Dylan Philman on the carry.
It's going to bring up a
2 yards on that play, yeah.
Here comes David Guest, number 14 for the Cadets in with the play. Clock rolling, 3:45 here in the first half. Now here, do you really try to get the first down or you just try to get another 5 or 6 yards, get some room for your punter, punt it away and play defense? So we'll see what the Cadets do. No, they're going to pass.
I had a feeling they were going to, but unfortunately, the intended receiver for that was nowhere near where Letta fired it.
Yeah, he threw it out of bounds, and the only problem with that is it stops the clock. You don't gain any yards, so it kind of plays right into Rush-Henrietta's hands. So they're going to get decent field position pending a good bounce. Also, they're going to go hard for this kick too.
4th and 7, rain still coming down like a wall here in front of the lights.
Number 7, Jason Smith backfield.
Number 7, Jason Smith. He'll be back. He's back at the Hilton 45. Rezegi, he is almost out of room there. The punter kicks it away. It's a short punt.
Short high one. Drops around the 25-yard line. Rolls up to, it looks like it's going to be about the 42-yard line. They're going to spot it 43.
43. Now, Rush-Henrietta has all 3 timeouts. They've got good field position, so this will be a good test for the Cadets. Also a good test for the Comets. They want to get back on the board here by halftime. But so far, the Cadets, first quarter, Dylan Philman had an 11-yard run. Kick failed. Hilton was up 6-0. Then on the ensuing kickoff, Rush-Henrietta had a 98-yard kickoff return by Reggie Robinson. That kick failed. Then in the second quarter, Philman had a 60-yard run. Kick was no good. And then the last scoring part of the second quarter, Philman with a 53-yard TD run. Rezegi, 2-point conversion. 20-6, Hilton over Rush.
Royal Comets at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10, 3:21 left in the second. Ball faked. Turbino with a run off the center. Looks like he may be good for a first down. Nice fake to Gavin McDonald.
It was, and I don't know if it was like a zone read where he is really good at like holding the ball in his belly and then deciding if he wants to run or hand the ball off. And he really held that ball a long time in McDonald's stomach, so it holds the Hilton defenders. So he did a nice job. It looks like we had a timeout on the field here by Rush-Henrietta. And once again, the walls of rain continue to fall here at LeBeau Field.
That was Turbino, number 3 for the Royal Comets. A little slow to get up there. Looks like he's walking it off.
He's been nursing an ankle injury most of the season, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Did take a couple shots there. He took 2 or 3 Cadet defenders with him. He's walking off under his own power, so that definitely, I don't think it was a timeout by Rush-Henrietta. More of an injury timeout.
I think he definitely got hurt there. Looks like Zach Bucci maybe standing in for him, number 9 for the Royal Comets. Plays quarterback, defensive back.
If he goes down like that, he's got to come off for at least a play. I don't know if he's gone to the bench or anything for evaluation, so this might just be one play out, and he'll be right back in on the next one.
Certainly one of the Comets' more valuable players, Turbino.
Fumble.
For Gavin McDonald, and it is fumble, but it looks like they may have recovered that as well.
Fumble on the play.
David Parr with a recovery from the Comets, saving that mistake.
David Parr, big play there for Rush-Henrietta. He came down with the recovery. Gerbino's back in the game. He'll face a 3rd and 6 with his offense. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter here.
Sophomore Zach Bucci was out there trying to make a play. Didn't go so well for him. So as you said, Gerbino's back in. Trying to run up the center for a first down. Looks like he's going to be short by about a yard.
Yeah, this is 4-down territory, as they say.
Defense.
Clock continues to roll up, probably under 2 minutes before this next play starts.
Very, very dangerous using your quarterback as a running back.
He's not feeling comfortable right now. You can see as
he's
walking, he is limping a little bit. He is not 100%. I mean, he probably wasn't before the game, but he's definitely feeling some effects from.
I've got to wonder what's going through Coach Montesano's mind right now. When you've got an injured player, you took him out for a play, you put him back in, and then you give him a running play where he gets tackled.
Probably the best thing he's got. So he's like,
wow.
He's a senior. He doesn't want to give up. There's the counter.
Double fake.
Ball, and they're going to stop him on 4th down.
Wow.
Huge defensive stand by the Cadets.
Gavin McDonald, number 4, for the Royal Comets, trying to make the carry on that. He is brought back beyond the line of scrimmage on that play. That'll be a turnover, as you just said, to the Cadets.
Nick Milgate and Donnie Newford just made the play defense on the first half. I mean, we had a couple turnovers, but that is a big, big turn of events right there. So Hilton gets the ball back with 1:32 left. Hilton has 2 timeouts, so now they're just thinking, once again,
run that clock down, absolutely. But, you know, you and I say that every time, and then they end up with a play.
So Jonathan Letta breaks it loose for 70 yards.
Let's see
He's
what
now
happens.
looking around. He wants to use all the clock that he can.
Letta looking like he's going to go with a running play. He does. Gives it to Dylan Philman, who runs up the center. He's free. He's free. He's at the 40. Oh, wow. He made it from the 35 in Cadet territory to the 40-yard line in the Royal Comets.
Now you're thinking score if you're Hilton. Now you're thinking score with that 25-yard gain by Philman.
You have to kind of go for it, sure. I mean, why not give yourself as much advantage going into the half as you can?
1:24 left here in the first half. Frank Remillard, his last game as an official, winding the clock. Here comes the Cadet offense.
Spotting him at the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Cadets. Minute 18. Clock is ticking.
Rezegi split very, very far right. Maybe
Let it with another running play. Gives it to Dylan Philman. Up the center again. Nobody answering. Looks like he may be good for a first down or just shy.
Clock's under a minute now.
Dylan Philman, yeah, it will be 2nd down and 2 to go.
Yeah, they're
9-yard gain.
No, 1 to go. Sorry.
Got to start hurrying up their offense a little bit. Calling the play once in the huddle, or call 2 plays at once. Let under center.
44 on the clock. And we've got a whistle. Official stopping. I didn't see a flag, however.
Timeout, Hilton.
Timeout, okay.
All that, you call a timeout.
Maybe wonder I didn't see anybody motion for a timeout, but that'll work. 41 seconds on the clock. Score is 20 Cadets, 6 Royal Comets. 2nd down, 2 yards to go for a first down on the 33-yard line for the Cadets. Standing in a huddle in the middle of the field.
All right, so that's their 2nd timeout there for Hilton. So they got 1 left. 2nd and short right now. He's probably going to call 2 plays. Probably going to start throwing it, putting it up in the air, see if they can stretch the defense a little bit. But, you know, Philman has been slicing them with those off-tackle plays. So, I don't know. You can really go a number of ways. I think Rezegi, he's having one of those nights. Pittman's gone now from the offensive side as well. Maybe you go let Rezegi make a play on offense, too, since he's been your guy tonight.
Sounds good. And just a little off commentary here as well, Mike. The poor Cadet cheerleaders have to be down there freezing and wet at this point. Wasn't much motion from them on the sideline, but they're still trying to rally support from all the fans that did show up tonight in this very inclement weather. 44 degrees right now at LeBeau Field. Still raining, although lightening up just a bit. Comets at the 33. I'm sorry, that'll be the Cadets at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 2 for a first down. Letta gets the ball. Looks like he's going to run it and didn't get very far on that play. Unfortunately, looks like he may have even lost a yard.
Yeah, really. No kidding.
Looked like he hesitated just a moment on that play, Mike, and that may have cost him.
I think he looked for your areas to run, and there wasn't. Hilton decides not to use the timeout. They'll face a 3rd and 3 now. Letta back in the shotgun. 17 seconds left.
Oh, no, and Letta fires the ball up the field and is intercepted by number 2, Reggie Robinson.
Keep the ball away from Robinson.
Of the Royal Comets. So that'll leave the Royal Comets in possession of the ball when we come back from the half. 9 seconds left. Cadets 20, Royal Comets 6. Do you think they're going to try for a play here with 9 seconds on the clock?
I don't know. With Gerbino nursing an ankle, yes. Why not? It's a must. They're in the sectional playoffs, but if you can increase your seed from a 5 or 6 to a 4 with a victory, you got to do everything you have to in the game. Which is kind of like why Hilton is playing Philman at cornerback. They need him. They're down to him. They have to put him in there. Even though you don't want to expose him too much, pretty soon you're going to see it. Someone else goes down in that secondary. John Letta is going to be back there. So your back's up against the wall. You got to do what you need to do.
Number 20, Deion Reed, center for the Royal Comets, getting ready to hike that ball back to Jared Gerbino, quarterback for the Comets. He gets the ball. Looks like he's going to try a passing play, looking for his man down the field. Fire high, long spiral. Intercepted, almost intercepted by Justin Rezegi.
No, I think that was Zach Thorpe.
I'm sorry. It's difficult to see.
I don't think he really went for it. He just kind of let it fall down to him. But either way, Jeremy.
I was surprised he had his hands on the ball. It was his to get.
I don't know. You got 2nd and 10 situation now. There is only 1 second left on the play, so barring a defensive penalty, this will be the last play. Well, I guess unless it's a touchdown and they have to have an extra point. So either way, there's only 1 second left in the half.
Which is a good position for the Cadets to be in. 20-6 in favor of the Cadets.
Yeah, Gerbino's, he's back in there. They're definitely going to go. They got trips right, 3 wide receivers over to the right, 1 to the left. Just going to lay it up there and let a guy go make a play.
And Gerbino looking for his man. Play still good. He's got him almost. No, he fired up the field again.
And
almost intercepted yet again. That will be the end of the first half here at LeBeau Field. The Hilton Cadets are 20. The Royal Comets are 6. Stand by as we take a timeout during halftime. You're listening to Hilton Cadet Football on villageradio.net.
Here's what's happening in Hilton.
The Cadets are in really good shape right now, up 20-6 on Rush-Henrietta. I think they start off with the second half kickoff. In terms of scoring for the first half, Dylan Philman scored on an 11-yard run. The kick failed, and then Reggie Robinson of the Royal Comets took a 98-yard kickoff return for a score. That kick also failed 6-6. And Philman electrified the crowd. That's not that many of them, with a 60-yard run. Kick was no good. Justin Rezegi then picked off a pass in the end zone, and Philman followed it up with a 53-yard touchdown run. Rezegi's extra point running in made the score 20-6, and that's where we stood at halftime. And we also got word at halftime that one of the people that I always respect most of people protecting our country, Ryan Streb down in Jackson, Florida in the Navy, listening to us live. He's a former Hilton Cadet football player. Wish him the best of luck and safe and happy returns to his parents.
Well, that's awesome, because I was just going to mention that, Mike. You can take Village Radio along with you for a walk, a bike ride to Florida if you'd like, to the store or to the game. Just visit villageradio.net on your mobile device's browser. Then click the free apps icon to listen anywhere, anytime on your smartphone or tablet. You can listen right from your laptop or desktop computer if you still have one of those at home. All you have to do is just go to villageradio.net. Amazing. We heard that there's so many listeners lately here on villageradio.net. RJ, our producer and director, back at the studio, said he was running out of bandwidth there at one point. There were so many people listening. So if you're a local business also and you'd like to advertise with us, feel free to contact us at villageradio.net. Get you up there. We can do live reads for you. We can also produce commercials that'll play throughout the week on villageradio.net. We are technically right now operating at a zero budget. This is the kindness of everybody's hearts. Special thanks to the Hilton Central High School Boosters Club. They helped us out in many instances out of their own charity of their own heart. But this is a sort of mom and pop's operation. We like to keep it going. And if there's anything we can do to generate some revenue, even if it's just to cover our costs, we're not looking to get rich off this. We do this mainly because we love it. We love the community of Hilton. But of course, course, there are some overhead things that we'd love to have taken care of if we could. So
yeah, 10th thing, I'd love to say taking over here would be a Cadet victory. They're up 20-6, up 14. They're in the driver's seat right now. Once again, those of you that just joined in with us, this game has a lot of sectional seeding ramifications. Right now, the Cadets are 4th seed. If they would able to win this game, they would remain in that 4th seed, play a home game, and most likely stay away from Aquinas if Aquinas were to lose tomorrow. There's just so many things going on in the AA. From the beginning, everyone around the county that knew what was going on said AA is loaded this year. You could actually end up with 3 7-0 teams and 1 6-1 team in your top 4 seeds of the section. So, and as I thought, Hilton's going to receive, Jeremy, the second half kickoff. Philman and Napier are back at their own 5-yard line.
all right. It looks like the Royal Comets getting ready to kick the ball down the field. Jared Gerbino will kick the ball for them. Not only is the quarterback, he's also the kicker. And that ball is picked up by, I'm not sure who on that one. Maybe Dylan Philman. Kyle Napier with the run. Looks like he stopped somewhere around the 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
Tackle on the play by Keegan White of the Royal Comets. It's going to be pretty good field position for Hilton. It was a good return because he caught it on the go right at the 10-yard line. So see what Hilton can get going and what Rush-Henrietta can get going on defense here.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Cadets have possession of the ball. 11:56 in the third quarter. Cadets 20. The Royal Comets 6. And that ball is passed off to Dylan Philman from John Latta, who looks like he's good for about 3 yards on that carry. Clock still running. And again, for those of you who are not out here on the field and are listening at home where it's warm and dry, a pretty miserable evening here at LeBeau Field. Temperature's down 43 degrees right now, still raining.
Philman gained 5 yards on that carry. Matt Snow of Rush-Henrietta made the tackle. So, I mean, Jeremy, it's good gain on first yardage. Gives you a lot of options here on second down.
Absolutely. You always want to see your runner try and make 5-6 yards on a play. And
Or at least.
Dylan Philman, certainly nails it almost every time.
Oh, no.
Ball fumbled on that play. Looks like Jonathan Letta was trying to carry.
Ball hit the carpet, but Mike Murphy recovered for Hilton. They actually gained some yardage on the fumble. Looks like a 3-yard gain on that fumble. Brings up a 3rd and 1 now.
That's right. Kudos number 63, Mike Murphy, on that one.
Hey, Pat! How you doing?
3rd and short here. Quarterback sneak here. And by Letta, it's going to be close. It all depends on the spot here. They tackle in for Rush-Henrietta, number 68, DJ Mathis. And Mark Remillard marks first down. Chains are moving. 10 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Hilton leading 20-6.
Not a bad. You're right. Not a bad place to be this point in the game for the Cadets. By the way, along with the regular advertising that's for pay, don't forget that if you're a nonprofit club or organization here in Hilton, let other listeners know about your events and fundraisers. Just click on the What's Happening tab on our website to email us your information. Please send it at least 2 weeks in advance, and remember to include contact information in the form of an email address or phone number. Inclusion in community bulletin boards and updates of What Happening boards are offered free of charge. We do not charge for those, and that's part of a community service at Village Radio.
Yeah, during that announcement, Dylan Philman had a big 15-yard gain, and also it looks like going to tack on 15 more yards for a late hit out of bounds. So that's going to be a good 30-yard play for Hilton. And once again, they're going to be well into Royal Comet territory.
We got a score here.
The ball's going to be spotted at the 31-yard line of Rush-Henrietta. So Hilton Cadets, once again, good drive here so far from their 20-yard line. And once again, going back to their mainstay of the last couple years, and that's been Dylan Philman.
And again, we've talked about Dylan Philman and his size, his stature in football. He's short. Well, not short, but he's He's the right height for a running back. Dylan Philman with the ball. Looks like he's going to try and go. No, he was stopped short. Trying to make the run. He was stopped by number 68, DJ Mathis of the Royal Comets. That'll put him at 2nd and 10, 9:34 on the clock.
Been doing a lot of work here with Philman. I'm starting to think maybe they'll go back to Letta a little bit on QB power, jet sweep, or zone read.
Justin Rezegue's out there. He can catch the ball. As a matter of fact, he's caught 2 interceptions tonight. Not sure why they're not firing over the top into him. Do you think the weather is playing a factor in the Pawnee's decision to do that tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Letta with the ball, passes it off to Dylan Philman again. Up the center. Looks like he's good for 4 on that one.
Yeah, he handed the ball off on a power play there to Philman. Didn't look like the fullback really got into the defensive end there. Once again, that was kind of a change-up play. I think that's the first time they've run that play tonight, trying to set up this 3rd and 7. And I could see Coach Lapani, he's thinking 3rd and 4th down here. So just churn a 3 or 4 yards here and make it a makeable 4th down.
You're right. 3rd down, 7 yards to go, Mike. On the 28-yard line, 8:40 left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. This game is going by quite quickly, as most of them do here for Hilton. Led in shotgun formation, waiting for the hike. It's fired back to him. Fakes the pass. He's running up the center to the right. Almost makes it for about 3 yards on that one, looks like. Antonio Hanna, number 54 of the Royal Comets, with the tackle.
As promising as this drive started, we're looking at now about a 4th and 5. This is a tough one here for Hilton. So they got a lot of options here, but it's a lot of yardage to pick up.
I think we're going to see a passing play. We've got Justin Rezegue out there. Jonathan Letta certainly with the ability to throw the ball down the field, Mike. And we've got Letta in shotgun formation. Are they going to punt it or are they going to play it? Let's see what happens. Oh, we set a false start there, but the officials didn't catch it. Letta firing up field, down and long. Oh, intended for Justin Rezegue, but broken up.
That was a good play. I think Rezegue deserved to have one to go up and get. It just didn't happen that way, so now Hilton has to come up on defense. Rush-Henrietta would be 1st and 10 at their own 27. 7 minutes and 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Number 2, Reggie Robinson of the Royal Comets, the one breaking up that play to Justin Rezegue just a moment ago. Nice play, too. He was right there in the corner.
It was a possible chance. It was tough, but a good play. 4th and 5.
Still not a bad idea to go for it. I mean, the Royal Comets are starting at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line, so it's not really much further than where they'd be at a touchback. Almost missed that hike. Jared Gerbino almost missed that. Ball intended for number 7, Jashwan Smith of the Royal Comets. He was outside by the time the ball got to him. Ruled that incomplete. He didn't catch the ball either, but he was also out of bounds by the time the ball got to him. 7:33 is where the clock is stopped. In the 3rd quarter, this is still anybody's game at this point, but it looks like the Cadets have got themselves in a comfortable position. Never see them kind of really give up, but
no, you never, as a coach, you're never comfortable.
This is an interesting formation here on the field. One of the players on all 4s. There he goes. Now he's standing up. There it is. Number 3. Jared Gerbino is sacked by the Cadets. Looks like it's going to be for a loss, too. About 4 yards on that play. Donnie Newford with a tackle. We see Donnie pull off a lot of sacks in this game this season, too. This is about his, 6th or 7th sack this season?
Yeah. It brings up a 3rd and 12 now. Gerbino, once again, he's going to go back. He's got McDonald behind him. Receivers trips to right. He's going to roll to his right. DeRoy's on track.
A lot of pressure on Gerbino. Was that Letta that was chasing him down on that play?
I think it was Nick DeRoy. Actually,
was it DeRoy? Yeah.
DeRoy, 160-pounder. We got a flag down on the play, so this will be interesting. Nope, he's going to wave that penalty off, which will bring up a 4th down and long for Rush-Henrietta. Rush-Henrietta.
I was going to say, I almost thought that DeRoy was being held there a little bit. Looked like he had him hemmed up by his jersey, but they didn't call it that way and then waved off the penalty. So I guess it's because the sack probably happened. They just figured why
sack
bother.
didn't happen, but yeah, they definitely flushed him out of the pocket. Gerbino's going to be back at about his 11, and Napier, he's back at his own 42.
Gerbino kicking the ball up the field, lands at about the 45-yard line in Cadet territory. Ball still rolling. And they're going to spot it at the 33-yard line.
Pretty good field position there once again for the Cadets. This will be their second possession of the second half. 6:42 left.
Not bad. I'm sorry, Mike. And not a bad decision last time either to go for it on fourth down by the Cadets because it left the Comets at the 27-yard line. They weren't able to capitalize on it.
Here the Cadets break their huddle. Letta, he's going to go under center. That's been a lot more tonight under center, probably because of the weather and also because they've been going back to their more formidable off-tackle play. And that's what you're going to get out of Philman right here, and you just let him make a cut. He gets out of bounds or outside, cuts forward for it looks like a gain of 4, and I think that's what their game plan is going to be here in the second half. We're going to ride Dylan Philman and then use Letta when they start to stop him.
Dylan Philman virtually unstoppable in this game. He may not be getting 10 yards, but he's getting a good solid 4, 5, 6 every time he runs that ball, which is what you want out of your running back.
Yeah, in 3 different plays, he's got 124 yards and 3 scores. I mean, he's been busting touchdown records since 2 or 3 games ago. He just hasn't had the yardage maybe as much as he wants, but, the Cadets, they've been winning all season and putting up points with Letta doing a lot of the work. So on this play, they got wide receivers split to the right. Philman fakes the jet sweep.
Shotgun, yep. He looks like he was going to take it himself. Looks like they stopped him at the line of scrimmage. Third down, 7 yards to go. 5:40 on the clock. Cadets 20. Royal Comets 6. Thanks again for joining us here at villageradio.net. Somebody asked you what station airs Hilton High School football. It's Hilton High School football. Tell them the Cadets play here at villageradio.net. Back to the line we go.
Big third down 7 play here with Letta there, Jeremy. Shotgun. He's got, I think, Spallina back there with him.
Fires the ball over his shoulder. He finds his man. That's good for a first down.
As I was saying, that was a nice hitch pattern there to his wide receiver. And
Justin Rezegi caught the ball. That's right.
I could hear one of the assistant coaches who works with the receivers over to my right saying that cornerback is laying way off, so let's take advantage of him and play that kind of pass pattern and move the chains.
That's one of the advantages of being up here in the press box. We're privy to all sorts of inside information from both teams, actually, because we've got one set at the other end. Oh, no, they're not up here tonight, are they?
Philman on the carry up the middle. Once again, it's a blast play that's designed to go either off tackle or just inside tackle, and he cuts it almost right over the center's rear end. Good gain. First down, about 6 yards. The announcer's wrong. That was 6 yards, by the way.
2nd and 5. 4.
Now you just went against me. There you go.
Royal Comets. I never go against you, Mike.
Better not.
I'll always listen to you. Four minutes, 9 seconds on the clock. Letta passing the ball off.
Go, Dylan.
Dylan Philman, who's broken free again. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Score. He's in for a touchdown. Dylan Philman of the Cadets. With 3:57 on the clock in the third quarter.
Dylan Philman, once again, that's just a simple off-tackle blast play. Goes 48 yards for the score. He gets in the open field, and he is deceptively fast. And once again, I will keep saying his vision and his cutting are vastly underrated.
Well, Mike, I know the game is nowhere near over, but if you had to pick an MVP for tonight, I would think you'd have to go with Dylan Philman.
Oh, of course, villageradio.net player of the game, but lots of game left to play. But that's his 4th touchdown. He's got all the scores here for Hilton. And let's see if Rank can get back on track with this extra point. Ball's down, kick is up.
And that one's good.
It is good.
Finally for the extra point. Poor Christian Rank. This is the worst I've ever seen him play tonight, by the way, too. We've seen him miss here and there, but bad night for Christian Rank. But again, very bad weather conditions here at the field. The temperature is bad. You've got a player who spends most of his time on the sideline until he's needed. That's got to hurt the muscles a little bit.
I would like to think about Philman's night that he's having. I think Rezegi. You got a couple guys that are stepping up in the absence of Teddy Lawson and then Bailey Pittman, who, once again, he's back down on the sidelines, definitely on crutches. And I just think you have guys making plays that we knew they've made all year, and they've made in past years, especially Philman. And he just kind of waited out, and his night is night. Maybe Rush-Henrietta is just looking to shut down Letta, and now they're getting a big dose of number 3, Dylan Philman.
Christian Rang getting ready to kick the ball away. Low long one, skimming across the top of the field. Oh boy, nice block by the Royal Comets. Number 25, Jake Mead picked that up for the Comets, but he was quickly shoved out of bounds. Looks like by number 10, Nicholas DeRoy.
That's just good kicking there by DeRoy. They want to keep it away from Robinson, and it was pretty good coverage there. 2 or 3 Hilton kickoff team nailed him out of bounds.
Jake Mead of the Comets, certainly not one you want to get or allow to run with the ball. Another fast one, pretty evasive. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line for the Comets. 3:53 in the third quarter, 27-6. We never count anybody out or that the game is over this early, but certainly the Cadets with a remarkable lead.
I tell you, I think it's shocking a lot of people that are here and that follow high school football that this would be a 27-6 game late in the third.
Turbino gets the hike. He tries to run the ball. Looks like he may have been stopped right about the line of scrimmage. It looks like it's going to be 2 and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that was good defense, and I think after last week, Hilton really felt bad as a defensive squad that they couldn't get one stop in the second half, and they took it upon their shoulders to get prepared for Gerbino, and so far, they're doing a nice job. Spallina in on the tackle, amongst others, for the Cadets on that play.
And for those of you just joining us, you might think, geez, your quarterback playing like a running back, but keep in mind that Gerbino is 6'4", 216 pounds. He fires one high and long up the field.
Yeah, pass
Gerbino
out of
to number
about
7.
The 45-yard line of Hilton. Rezegi was right there once again.
Deshaun Smith was the intended receiver, but you're right. Rezegi right there with a hand in his face, batting that ball away.
That'll be Jeremy. You think that ball was out of bounds anyways, too? It looked like it kind of.
That's twice they've thrown up the field towards the sideline, and I don't know if that's part of their strategy in case they need to stop the clock at a certain time, gain an advantage on the field, whatever it may be. But yeah, that's twice they've thrown it right towards the side of the field instead of up the center.
3rd and 9 now. Gerbino, and once again in his usual shotgun, he'll drop back straight. Good rush there by the Cadets.
Looking for his man, fires it up. You're right, fires it up the field to Joseph Ortiz, number 24. That was no good.
And Ortiz is his favorite target. The Cadets coaching staff know he runs great routes, has great hands, but that's going to bring up a 3rd, a 4th, and 8, and Rush-Henrietta is going to have to punt with Gerbino.
At the 23-yard line, 3:08 left in the third quarter. 27 Cadets, 6 Royal Comets. You're right, looks like they're getting ready to kick that ball away. Gerbino's going to do the kicking. Gerbino gets it, kicks it high and long. Ball falls down about the 44, rolls to a stop. Second, they're going to spot that. The 37-yard line. And for the Cadets.
And just an observation, at halftime, Hilton got to go inside of the building into their locker room, and Rush-Henrietta had to stay in the end zone outside. It was quite a long halftime. I think it was almost 20 minutes. And those poor guys were out here. Sometimes they go on the bus. Sometimes they go into the building, but they have not looked comfortable at all in the second half. And just a little bit of a shout out to Miss Chris-Ann Craney of the Hilton Central teaching staff. Can you make a multiplication question out of 27 times 6? She'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'll leave that one to you. Mike.
Philman getting a little cute there with his footwork, but
try to
gain a 2.
Tried to get over the top. Defender and wasn't able to do it. He was able to get a hold of Philman's ankle, bring him to the ground. No pressure at all on the Cadets at this point. In the great place to be at. You can take time to set up the plays that you really want to run, execute some things that you didn't know or don't know if they'll work.
I think going into the game, Hilton, if they thought they were going to come away with a win in this game, it was going to be a high-scoring affair. I don't think they thought they'd through the third quarter and really be in pretty good control here. I think it looks like he's cramping back there at the 20-yard line. Jeff Zink goes out. He's the Hilton trainer. And the clock stops with Hilton's up 27-6, and it's been all Philman for the scoring for the Cadets.
And Mike, looks like we have a player hurt on the field, so officials have called a timeout here. See if we can find out what's going on for you. In the meantime, next Saturday, October 24th, is the 6th annual Cupcakes for Cancer at Sheer Emotion Hair Salon on Hilton Palmer Road. Food sales will benefit the Edelman Research Foundation and Wilmot Cancer Foundation. Cupcakes donated by Rachel B. Cupcakes and Tops. There will be a $5 raffle ticket to win one of 12 great prizes as well. A tip of the hat to Cindy, the owner of the salon, for putting it all together. Still an official timeout here. So a few more events happening in the local neighborhood. Miss Amy's Story Time for Kids starts on Monday night at the Parma Public Library. We'll try and get the time for you a little bit later in the broadcast. Also at the Hilton United Methodist Church, they're hosting their monthly sharing supper tomorrow, right at the Methodist Church. You know, I miss those. I was from a small town growing up, and we used to do those church potluck dinners, you know.
Oh, sure.
It always seems somebody brought that Jell-O with Cool Whip and fruit shoved in it thing.
Yeah, my mom was big on the ribbon Jell-O, all certain types of Jell-O.
Or the ambrosia salad. Was never big fans, but
2nd and 7 here.
Always seem to make their way there.
Oh, is that Hunter Englert in there at tailback or Nick Milgate? I'm not sure. But it definitely looks like the same type of play that they've been running with Philman. Going to gain a couple there. Bring up a 3rd and a long 4. We'll call it 5.
I think I'm too old to go to that story time event.
Am I too old now?
No, am I too old?
You're never
They throw
too
me
old
out?
for-
No.
What did you bring to the potluck?
Myself.
Yourself?
Yeah.
And a big appetite, huh?
Well, I'm a man, so I like to grill.
You're a griller?
Yeah, I'm a griller.
I formation there.
Getting set.
Boy, Rezegi is really far away.
Oh, we've got a whistle here. We have a flag as well. Officials have stopped the clock.
That's going to be a timeout by Hilton. I think what Hilton was preparing to do was a quarterback keeper on the right end. They split Rezegi way far out to the right, make the corner come over there and respect him, and then let Letta make a fake and use his speed around that same side to Rezegi. So Lupani didn't like something. He knows this play is important, calls a timeout, gets out there with his offense, and consults with his defensive coordinator, Bill Harmon.
By the way, today's broadcast is a production of VillageRadio.net with special thanks to the Hilton Central School District and Mike Geritzi, Director of Physical Education and Athletics. If you have any questions or comments regarding tonight's broadcast, simply email us by clicking the Contact tab at VillageRadio.net. And of course, Sweet Caroline playing
Crowd favorite no matter what the weather. It gets people standing up. The cheerleaders are getting into it. But yeah, it's definitely a really cold and damp evening. But I'm telling you, the Cadets got to be put you in a warm.
Absolutely. Again, we'd like to thank all the listeners who are tuning in to VillageRadio.net. We got some great stats from last week, by the way, from our producer, RJ Jordan. We had 11 downloads, 73 streams of the game live, so not bad. So there are. And it's not just your wife and mine.
Wouldn't you if you were at home?
Absolutely.
3rd and 5 here for Hilton. Once again, now they're going to split 2 receivers to the right, Rezegi, and it looks like I'm not sure, but that I formation, take a peek here, maybe would let it to do something with his feet. He's under center. Nope, he's going to give a direct give to
Dylan Philman. Looks like again up the center. And just shy of a first down. Up him at 4 and looks like maybe 2 or 3.
Probably almost 2. This will be an interesting decision. He's going to punt. He's sending in his raw Rush-Henrietta offsides, use discipline, but once again, they're at the point now that they're just trying to kill clock any way they can. And we're under 1 minute. We're under 1 minute here in the third quarter, 39 seconds and rolling. And Rezegi, he'll go back to his own 30 to punt.
Rezegi going to kick it away. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. He kicks a nice high long one. Drops down to Joseph Ortiz, who doesn't do anything with it. That'll be at the 28-yard line. That's where the officials will spot it. By the way, when I said 73 streams of the game and 11 downloads, that was just the podcast. And we had actually over 100 hours of listeners just last week alone listening to stream. So I guess there are quite a few people listening to you and I, Mike. Not sure why, but
it's like the injury bug at Hilton. It's starting to catch, in a good way. So, but I tell you, Hilton's got to be pleased right now. Once again, you got to put the team away. Sometimes it's one of the hardest things to do. You can get up on a team, but you got to be able to put them away as well.
Absolutely. Back to the action. Jared Gerbino of the Comets. You're walking away with my mic cord, buddy. There we go.
Jeremy.
We're kind of tangled here. Let's take a second to split this up here. There we go. That ball given to number 4, Gavin McDonald of the Comets. 7 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they actually went to an option play, I think, for the first time tonight. Gerbino optioned it off to the right. With that play, that ends the third quarter here, and it will be a second and 3 when play resumes in the fourth.
There you go. 27 Cadets, 6 for the Royal Comets. I'm Jeremy Pilot. This is Mike Heiss. Stand by as we take a quick time out. You're listening to Hilton Cadet Football on villageradio.net.
Hilton Community Bulletin Board.
The Hilton Farmers Market is open on Sundays now through October 25th. Railroad Ave and Hubby Street. To be a vendor, 947045.
If you'd like to talk on air about your community group's events, email us your name and phone number. Just click the link on the website at villageradio.net. Cadet football is on villageradio.net.
Live from LeBeau Field, Royal Comets 6. Second down and 4. We enter the fourth quarter.
Scoring summary here first for Hilton in the first quarter. Dylan Philman, 11-yard touchdown run. The kick failed. Then the ensuing kickoff, Reggie Robinson of the Royal Comets returned the kickoff 98 yards for a score. That kick failed. In the second quarter for Hilton, Philman with the 53-yard touchdown run was good. Hilton led third quarter. Philman with a 48-yard run. Ranked kick brings us to the score, 27 for the Cadets, 6 for the Royal Comets.
Back to the line now. Jared Gerbino in shotgun formation. A man just to his left. Gets the ball, looking to pass it. He fires laterally across the line to number 24, Joseph Ortiz, who dropped the ball on that one. Was right to him, too. Again, I think the weather affecting play out here on the field today.
Yeah, the last two plays have been change-ups for their offense, different offensive plays, the option, and then that with a swing pass. And they want big chunks of yardage quickly because they know they got to score fast. Now they're facing a third and 4. They're only own 35. Receiver, 2 twins to the left and 1 to the right.
Gerbino with a carry right up the center. Looks like he might be good for a first down for the Comets. Don't forget more of Hilton's Cadet football on villageradio.net. We do have a flag on the field.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go against the Cadets. I can see McDonald clapping against the Cadets, and that's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Hill. That's just something you don't want at this point.
Surprising, too. This is that's out of character for the Cadets, having watched all season long, in the face of some slapping around and an obvious name-calling from opponents. We've always seen the Cadets maintain their cool. I don't think Coach Lapani's one that puts up with things like that.
No, I think he likes kids that play with emotion, and who knows what was said there. I don't know if something was done, but, it kind of disrupts the flow of the game, and, you like it when it's called against the other team. You certainly don't like it when it's on you.
First and down, 45-yard line for the Comets. That pass was intended for number 7, Deshaun Smith, who was not able to make good on that. We had a flag come out, but it looks like it may have gone back in now.
It was great defense there by Rezegi. He read that play, almost picked it off. Maybe could have, but either way, ball was knocked down. We got a 2nd and 10 now at the 45 of Hilton.
11:41 left in the entire game. Cadets 27, Comets 6. This is very unusual to see the Comets at such a deficit. Ball handed off to number 4 of the Cadets, Gavin McDonald. He runs around the outside, tries to make a go of it, gets about 6 yards on that play.
Pretty good open field tackle there by Rezegi, knocking him down 6 yards short of the first down, so we're bringing up a 3rd and 6 here. This is, once again, it's 4-down territory for the Comets. They have to get in the end zone. They can't worry about field goals, that they could kick them in this weather. And the Cadets, you just got to keep wrapping up, keeping them on the field, not letting them get out of bounds, and let that clock roll.
Justin Rezegi tonight with some quintessential plays for the Cadets.
He had a really strong game.
I got to tell you, Dylan Philman, Justin Rezegi, boy, it's a tie, in my opinion anyways. And, of course, you're the one who names the MVP, but I got to throw my hat in there for Justin Rezegi.
And it's going to be close to a first down. Ball carrier was Reggie Robinson. Good gang tackle by the Cadets, but this is going to be 4-down territory.
Jesse Robinson of the Comets with the carry, almost making it a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1 yard to go. Do you think they're going to go for it, Mike?
Oh, yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Nick DeRoy made a nice play there. That's 4th and 1 here. So you're just trying to make them earn every yard out there. And I tell you, it's a bonus right now if they can stick them here.
Jared Gerbino, really a master of the fake. Really good job out there. Like you said, Mike, earlier, holds it in the stomach but hangs on to it for a minute. It's hard to tell where he's going. It looks like that's going to be good for a first down. Justin Clayton with a tackle on that one.
Yeah, you're just going to go back to your stud in that Jared Gerbino. First down, chains are moving, clock's moving. We'll be under 10 minutes left to play in the game after this play.
Clock started. Gerbino passes it off to number 4, Gavin McDonald of the Comets. Looks like he's good for about 3 yards on that play. See where the officials set him. And for those of you who may have overheard in the microphone in the background, it was the entire line of the Cadets defense that brought him down. Tough kid. Gerbino in shotgun gets the ball. Looks like he's going to make a break for it. He does. That'll be a first down and then some. He may be good for a touchdown. No, he is stopped. It's like Michael Spallino was the one who ended up with the tackle against Jared Gerbino of the Comets. Officials throwing a flag out on the play now. Face mask penalty against the Cadets. Half the distance to the goal. It'll be first down for the Comets. On the 2-yard line. Gives them 4 chances to power that ball into the end zone. Not unfathomable at this point. 9 minutes left in the last quarter. 27 Cadets, 6 Comets. Gerbino trying to make it in. He is stopped twice. He was able to bounce off the line and try and make it in. This will probably put them at less than 1 yard to make it in. Donnie Newford, another one tonight, holding up his end of the deal.
Sure is.
Come on, Lane!
Now this play, Gerbino. He's still going to be in the shotgun. See what Hilton can do. My guess is they'll go back to Gerbino. Robinson comes to his right. Fakes to Robinson.
Gerbino with the ball. He walks in for a touchdown. Well, I'll tell you, Gerbino, I said it before, I'll say it again, the master of the fake here tonight. That'll bring the score 12 to the Comets, 27 Cadets. 8:24. Looking for the extra point.
Yeah, that was a good responsive drive there by the Royal Comets. 72-yard drive, capped off by the 1-yard touchdown run by Gerbino. Excuse me.
Oh, fumbles the ball on the kick. Hilton recovers the ball. Wow, unbelievable. The ball was snapped back to Zach Bucci of the Comets. He fumbled the ball before he could set it, and that'll give the ball back to the Cadets before the extra point.
Yeah, another high school action out there. We have, at the end of the third quarter, Fairport leading Webster Schrader 34-14. Fairport is trying to claw into that 8th seeded playoff spot. So we'll have to see what happens.
A couple stats coming in now, actually, from the Section 5 website. East Rochester Ganonda is 34 right now. Penn Yan Academy 12 in the third. Give a little update about what's going on in other games around town, but the one that's most important is this one here tonight. This will determine whether or not, of course, Hilton hangs on a number 4 seed. Number 9, Zach Bucci. I'm sorry, number 3, Jared Gerbino will be kicking the ball away. That's going to be high and short. Bounces at the 25-yard line. And that'll stop the ball. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 25-yard line. That'll be the Cadets with possession of the ball. 1st and 10. 27 Cadets, 12 for the Comets. 8:20 left in the game. More stats coming in. Newark at 40, Waterloo 8 in the third. You know, we've seen a lot of lopsided scores this season, Mike. I don't know. I'm wondering if Double A needs to go back and reevaluate who they've got playing for who or against who.
Double A is just top heavy and loaded at the top. So some of those are mediocre teams just get beat up by the top heavy teams. Led under center. Hands off to Philman. Lyman kind of looking around. No gain on that play.
Yeah, they didn't go very far at all. Nice fake up the center, though.
Come on, boy!
Tackle by Stephen Clark there for Rush-Henrietta. After the play is over, he actually lost a yard on that play. David Guest comes in with a play to Letta. Aletta goes under center. We've got Spallina as his fullback. Philman as his tailback. Twins left.
2nd down and 11 at the 25. Letta with the ball running far to the outside. Looks like he may make it for a first down. He did. And a little bit more. A little bit more. He makes it to the 50 or 48, depending on which way you look at it. When they bring him down, let's see where the officials spot him.
No, that's that blast keep. They pound away with Philman at the blast and the blast and the blast, and then they let it keep it around the end. And a big 27-yard gain there by Letta.
Officials restart the clock. 7:25. Hilton going to take their time getting to the line here. Out of the huddle. Walk slowly, gentlemen. You've got plenty of time to burn off the clock.
If you wanted a picture of the driver's seat, this is exactly what you'd see because Hilton is in exact position they want to be.
Letta in tight to get the ball. Passes it off to Dylan Philman up the center. Looks like it's a gain of about 4.
You got 3 yards.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Dylan Philman hauling quite a bit of the load tonight for the Cadets. Not that any of the players on the Cadets aren't pivotal, and that they don't, all work together as a team. But you do have a few shining examples.
And I think what's been good for Hilton is their backs were really up against the wall. They could have caved after Lawson got hurt last week and just not done a thing out here. And they've really come out, played hard. They lost Pittman earlier in the first half, and they just really just persevered and played well.
Jonathan Letta inside again, looking for a pass. No, he's giving it off to Dylan Philman.
There he goes. There he goes.
The 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. And he's in for a touchdown. Dylan Philman running that ball again for a bunch of yards.
46 yards.
46. So again, this is almost three times he's run almost 50 yards. He did run 53 once and then twice more at 48 and 46 yards. So he's
just when you thought Dylan Philman had gone away, he erupts for 5 touchdown runs in this game. And I tell you, he's single-handedly been taking his team on his back without his number one fullback. And good for him because he could have tanked it. Disappointed maybe in the yardage totals he's been getting all year, but he came up big tonight.
I got to ask you, is this going to be a thing every time we bring up Dylan Philman, he runs for like 40-some yards for a touchdown? Are we going to have to like mention him every time?
Why not?
All right.
If it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it, right.
Here's
there you
Rank's
go,
kick. It is up.
And that one's good. He's got his mojo back. 6:19 left on the clock. 34 Cadets, 12 for the Comets. I'm going to say, Mike, I hate to say this game is over, but not much that the Comets could do at this point unless the Cadets roll over and just play dead.
Jeremy, back in the days of early Monday Night Football, Don Meredith used to sing and say, turn out the lights, the party's over. Well, it's not quite that part, but she certainly is starting to hum because Hilton is feeling confident. They got the points back up on the board. Philman has just been a man among boys out there, and give credit to his offensive line because he's getting some open holes, open lanes, and making it happen out there. Rezegie's had a good game. They haven't had to rely on Letta or his arm. Letta's done some nice job with quarterback keepers, but once again, they score. They're up 34-12, up 22. Once again, just don't allow a big return. Play defense for 4 or 5 more minutes. Get out of here and get ready for sectionals next Friday night.
There you go. Hilton High School football is on villageradio.net. And this winter, don't miss all the excitement as we bring you 2015-2016 Hilton Cadet basketball as well. Christian Rank got the ball set on the tee, ready to kick it away.
That up, boy.
Ball is high and long.
Come on now, stop him.
Picked off by Meade of the Comets, who has gotten around the outside. Nobody to stop him.
That's what you have to avoid.
Oh, wait a minute. Yep, they did. The Cadets caught up to him, stopped him before he made it to the 50-yard line. Boy, that was looking dangerous there for a moment, wasn't it?
It was. That was Ortiz. That was a really, really good return. Sometimes in the open field there, the players got to break down once they get to the guy. They go in there so crazy trying to get there so fast that they don't go in under control, and Ortiz was able to make a really good return up to the 50. So with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left, it still holds in the banks. And like I said, the fat lady may be humming, but she's not singing yet. Gerbino ends up, he's in the shotgun at his own 45. He's probably going to have to start throwing the ball, and that's what it is. He drops straight back to pass.
Good and it's almost a sack. Ball was thrown away. Looked like Cole Comden maybe in there with the attempted sack. Jared Gerbino. Oh, no, it wasn't Cole. I'm sorry. I couldn't see. 70-something. Boy, it was difficult to see.
Record's 311.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Gerbino in shotgun formation. Fires over the top of the crowd. Finds his man, number 4, Gavin McDonald. Taken down. Looks like it may be a first down, though. Again, there's Dylan Philman making a play. Whether he's playing offense or defense tonight, he's done a fantastic job. 5:56 left in the fourth. It is 34 Cadets, 12 Comets. Gerbino getting one shot to his knees, having trouble picking it up. That ball is received by number 24, Joseph Ortiz, but didn't go very far, that's for sure. Looks like Nicholas Milgade with the stop on that one. Sorry, Carl Napier, number 42 with the stop. Comets back to the line. It'll be 2nd down and 6, 5:23 on the clock. The 36-yard line for the Comets. Fires back to Gerbino. He's looking for his man over the top. Fires center down the line. Misses number 24, Joseph Ortiz, the intended receiver on that play. It's like Justin Rezegi was involved in blocking that shot. Attempted a touchdown, and that would have been a touchdown, no doubt, because Joseph Ortiz was in perfect position to just turn and run with that ball. There was no one to stop him.
Yeah, he's highly respected by the Hilton coaching staff. They like his routes. He got his strong hands. And he and McDonald are the two people they were worrying about besides Gerbino.
Again, back to Gerbino. Almost drops the ball again. That one was tipped over the top.
You gotta love Nick DeRoy. He's a menace out there. He just got his paws up on that one, kind of knocked the pass away a little bit and brings up a 4th down, Jeremy.
Certainly does. 4th and 6 for the Comets. 34-12 is the score. Cadets on top. 5:11 left in the 4th. I'm starting to hear that fat woman hum a little bit louder now, Mike.
Oh, they can feel it. I mean, hear it, right? You hear hums? I guess you could feel the vibrations.
Gerbino with the ball, looking to fire over the top. Finds his man, number 4, Gavin McDonald, who runs up the center, cuts to the left, gets it down to about the 20-yard line before he's stopped.
Yeah, Jeremy, that was a great play call. That was a middle screen, and they just kind of took advantage of the Cadets going way off. Gavin McDonald make the catch. Good 15-yard gain afterwards.
Justin Rezegi with a stop on that one. There's JR again tonight. Again, another clutch player this evening. Boy, you know, Dylan Philman, great plays. He scored a couple touchdowns, 3 actually. But Justin Rezegi certainly backing up all the plays tonight. Great job. Gerbino looking for a man, can't find him. He runs up the center. He's wide open. Does he get stopped? He does, just shy of a touchdown. Looks like he's going to get caught at the 3rd-yard line.
Yeah, 4:38 left. Gerbino does. He returns the quarterback keeper down by the 2. Kyle Napier making the stop there on the Cadets. They're just trying to keep this clock rolling. 4:30 and rolling.
34, Cadets 12 to the Comets. A 1st and 3, or 1st and goal, rather. Gerbino gets the ball, hands it off to number 4, Gavin McDonald, who tries to get up the center and is stopped dead by the Cadets.
Yeah, there's a lot of players in the interior line of Hilton. Looks like number 71, Ryan Ames, making the key stop. 2nd and goal from the 2.
Ryan Ames, a junior, 6'2", 255 pounds for the Cadets. It's a rather large boy. Gerbino with a fake and walks it in for a touchdown. And there it is again, holding it to the stomach of Gavin McDonald for a long time. And for those of you who can't see this at home, basically he tucks the ball into McDonald's stomach and runs with him while holding the ball still in McDonald's stomach. So
it's very hard to defend.
McDonald, is he going to
on the 2-yard line? You just don't have a lot of space.
I mean, is McDonald going to break away and continue running with the ball, or is Gerbino going to take it back and run it himself in this particular chance? Gerbino did pull it back in and run in for a touchdown, which will put them at 18. Let's see if they're good for the extra point. Oh, no, they're going to go for the 2 points. Gerbino looking for his man over the top, who was not there. Dylan Philman actually almost could have caught that on the interception, but I don't think Dylan was prepared for the ball to make it to him. I think
still a 2-score game now, 34-18 with 3:50 left. So Hilton once again still in the driver's seat. Maybe one more drive. I don't know how many timeouts Rush-Henrietta has left, but Hilton loves their positioning right now.
You're right, Mike. 3:50 left on the clock. Couple scores from around the area. Newark 40, Waterloo 8 in the 3rd. Victor 34, Gates Chili 0. That's sad again for Gates Chili. We saw them go down to the Cadets. Earlier this season. Batavia is 28, Geneva 8 in the 3rd. Again, a lot of lopsided games. Our producer R.J. Jordan with those stats coming in.
Yeah, so does look good for the Cadets next week that they will be the 4th seed in the sectionals, playing the 5th seeded. That could be East High School maybe, but it will be a home game. It looks like now the game is not over yet, but the position that the Cadets have right now, they're ready for an onside kick. There's 8 guys up. There's good hands team all at the between the 50 and the 45. So
absolutely. Another update: Pittsford 42, Penfield 0. Boy, that's a shutout. Gerbino kicking the ball, short onside kick.
It's not going to make it 10 yards. So
it did not.
Onside kick attempt. Ball down to 10 yards.
Is that a penalty? I don't know. I thought that was a penalty.
Yeah, I thought so too, Mike. I thought it had to travel at least 10 yards to make it an official kick, even if it's onside.
Either way, it's going to be the Cadet ball, either probably at the 47-yard line of Rush-Henrietta. So they can cement this victory very quickly.
That's right. They said 47-yard line, but they're spotting it at the 48.
Well, the people at home don't know if it's 47 or 48. So
I know, Mike, and that bothers me. Say what you mean and mean what you say. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. 3:50 left on the ticker. Cadets in a really good position to win it. Letta passing it off to Philman, who looks like he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's short gain, almost 1. Got a timeout here on the play. Timeout Rush-Henrietta, so they're going to start using their timeout. So, if Hilton can get maybe 1 more first down, 2, the clock's going to just run out, and they'll be marching on their way to sectional play next week.
Another score is coming in. Pal Mac, 34 to Wayne Central, 23 in the 4th. That was probably an interesting game. That seems pretty close. Pittsford 42, Penfield 0. I think we gave you that score earlier. Webster Thomas 34, Churchville 7. Now the Hilton cheerleaders looking a little more active out there. They have to be frozen. I mean, even the players, they're out there in the cold, but they're running around, and that kind of warms you up. Yeah. These poor girls, they're out there in their jackets just waiting for their opportunity to move around.
I mean, when play resumes, we have a 2nd down and 9 for Hilton. Here comes Rush-Henrietta out of their timeout. Remember, Hilton, they're not looking to do anything crazy or anything risky here. You're not going to be a risk taker as an IB learner profile on this type of play. You're just going to want to be principled and balanced. Keep things simple.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line. Letta with the carry. Makes it a good 5 yards, looks like, before he's taken down.
Once again, that's that quarterback keeper. Let them use his legs, go outside as far as possible, churn 2 or 3 more seconds. That forces Rush-Henrietta to take another timeout. With 3:23 left here in the game, Coach Lapati will come out to talk with his offense.
Comets calling another timeout. 3:23 left on the clock. This should be their last one, I believe, isn't it? I think they burned
this is their
3.
2, right? I'm not
2
sure.
2 or 3, we'll find out for you. Just found out the Comets have 1 more timeout after this one with 3:23 on the clock. 34 Cadets, 18 Comets. 3rd down, 6 to go for the Cadets on the 45-yard line. They're in the huddle with Lapani right now on the field.
Yeah, this is this is where you love being a football player, because you have that team beat. You're really, they're going to force them to take their last time out. Hilton will punt, make them go the entire length of the field. Hilton coaches are still up here in the press box, so they don't feel comfortable enough that this game is over. And here we come out, twins left. Letta goes under center, got an I formation. That's going to be another false start there on the Cadets, it appears, on their right tackle. Well, they'll go back 5. Makes this play call a little bit more difficult. Once again, probably not going to put it in the air, though.
Didn't see who jumped on that one. Did you, Mike?
I do. I think it was the right tackle. I think it was Justin Clayton, I think. But I apologize if it wasn't. Either way, that puts them back 5, 3rd and 12 now.
Oh, if it wasn't Justin Clayton, he's going to listen to the podcast later and go, that jerk, it wasn't me.
All right, see what Letta does here. He once again.
Letta winds it back, tries to go to the outside. He got horse collared, brought down.
There's a flag down on the play.
I think that's going to be a horse collar on that one. They grabbed him right around the neck on that one.
But it's way, way off on the other side. And it looks like it's going to go against Hilton. I think they're going to call like an illegal block by one of the wide receivers. And yes, they are. It's going to be a
it's holding call. Yeah, on the Cadets. I'm shocked at that one, especially the way we watched Letta be brought down. That was, they didn't even try and go low on that one. They grabbed him right around the neck.
The penalty was thrown way over up where Hilton had, looks like 3 wide receivers, Jeremy, and then they were trying to get out there. So Rush-Henrietta wants to take the play, so they'll decline that penalty and force Hilton to punt now. And they'll also use their 3rd and final timeout.
Yes. So for those of you not able to watch the game and are listening to us here on villageradio.net, I'm surprised that there was not a call for a horse collar tackle on that last one. I'm going to go back to that just a moment, if you don't mind, Mike. But while we're waiting for the timeout here for the Comets, but especially that early in someone's football career, for the officials to not be on top of penalties like that, worry about holding versus a play that could potentially injure a player.
Yeah.
I don't feel that was both of them grabbed him around the neck and brought him to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, in my experience as a coach, is sometimes a lot of times I see plays like that, and I'm yelling horse collar or face mask, and then my assistant coach will say, "No, coach, his head just got kind of wrenched." Horse collars are they're very dangerous, and
absolutely,
I've seen one at our level too, and it's usually called, but that one.
I think they were busy watching the line versus what was going on in the backfield. We're going to hope that's the reason for missing that. It'll be 4th down and 19 for the Cadets. They fire away back to Justin Rezague, who kicks it high and short, but it bounces all the way down to about the 10-yard line. So not a bad kick.
Exactly what you wanted.
In the long run. Looks short, though, didn't it, going up?
It did. Got great roll, but now Rush-Henrietta has the ball at their own 11. They got to go. I'm doing the math. That's 89 yards, and that's a long way. So use as much clock as you got to. They're out of timeout, so they got 3:06 to put something together here.
So we're going to probably see a lot of sideline plays where the ball gets thrown to the sideline and the players run it out to stop the clock now. Gain some yardage.
Yeah, and the Cadets, they're just going to want to, hey, Gerbino, if you want to run up the middle, go ahead. We'll just let you go and bring you down when we can. But I think you're right. They're going to try to have swing passes, everything to the sidelines, because they're just in dire need of beating that clock at this point.
I'm really surprised they called their last timeout when they didn't even have possession of the ball. You should hold at least 1 or 2 towards the end of the game for your possession.
Yeah, high school's a little bit different, but there he goes.
Gerbino looking for his man, couldn't find him. He's trying to escape the pressure. He's running up the field with the ball. He's good for a first down, but taken down by number 22. That's right, Nicholas Milgate. You're right. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. It's just a nice open field tackle by Milgate. Once again, keeping Gerbino in bounds. They're going to have to move the chains.
That was almost that tackle. I sort of tend to see the personal side of things. And Milgate kind of looked at everybody else on the team like, you let him get this far? He's like, I'll take care of it. He ran over and got him.
That wasn't a first down. He's short.
Oh, wow, he was.
And once again, that clock that continues to roll. 2:35.
Second and 1. Gerbino looking for his man. Finds it in Gavin McDonald. I'm sorry, no, Gerbino still has the ball running. He's taken down at about the 43-yard line, looks like is where they're going to put it.
So now they'll move the chains. Once they move the chains, there goes the referees moving the clock again. 1st and 10.
2:19 on the clock, ticking down. Even if they score at this point, they'd still be at a 10-point deficit to the Cadets.
We'd still get an onside kick. It's not out of the realm of possibility. It's the clock. 2 minutes and rolling now. That was a running play gain about 3 yards.
Reggie Robinson with a carry on that for the Comets. Minute 52. Clock still running. This is exactly where Hilton wants this game to be at this point.
Yeah, they're up 16 right now. Gerbino waiting in the shotgun. 140 and rolling.
Turbino gets the ball, fires it over to number 7, Jashawn Smith. Tries to make the run up the outside, and there he is stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. Looks like he's going to spot him at the 42-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice push out there by Nick Milgate. Once again, they're going to, well, maybe that was Kyle Napier, moving the chains now. As soon as they get them moved.
You'd love to make the tackle. You know, if you're Kyle Napier, you'd love to make that tackle and stop the play. But, you know, the only thing you can do at that time is exactly what they want, and that's to push him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Right.
129. Turbino looking for his man. Fires high and long up the field. He almost intercepted. I wouldn't be surprised that was Justin Rezegi again.
Yeah, I know.
Waiting for the numbers to be shown here on the jersey. That was number 17.
Rezegi.
Justin Rezegi. That's right. Breaking up that play again. That was a long bomb.
Right there. That is a game ender if you could pick that off.
Looks like Reggie Robinson of the Comets limping off the field. I'm sorry, no, that's Joseph Ortiz, rather. Well, the Comets, slight injury there. Looks like maybe to his knee, walking it off. 2nd and 10, 39-yard line for the Comets. Again, great place for the Cadets to be. Minute 23 on the clock. And I think you're going to see passing plays for the rest of the game here because that's the only chance they have at getting that ball down the field in enough time. Ball fired over to number 7, Jashawn Smith, but he stopped right where he catches the ball. Looks like Justin Rezegi with a tackle on that too. Maybe Nicholas Milgate in there as well.
That was a big stick. If he picks that ball off, it's gone. I mean, not that they need any more points, but Rezegi, really, really nice play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
All right, so you and I have all game here been going back and forth between who was a better player, Dylan Philman or Justin Rezegi. Should we say Dylan Philman definitely the offensive player of the game and Justin Rezegi the defensive player of the game?
I'll get back to you a second on that. 47 seconds left now. Brings up a 4th down for Rush-Henrietta. One more play, and this game is in the books.
Yes, because all Hilton has to do after this, if they don't make good on it, is just take a knee till the clock runs out.
I watched Brino run around back there. Rush for a quarterback keeper up the middle.
It's like Dylan Philman ready to take a break out there on the field. He's worked hard all game, but nope, stay in there. Stay with it. Ball picked up and run by Eric Black, number 13 of the Comets, but he stopped. Will be a 1st down with 34 seconds left on the clock. At the 19-yard line, inside striking distance.
Milgate and Philman in on the tackle for the Cadets. That brings the ball down to the 20-yard line. Clock was rolling again. 30 seconds left.
Turbino looking for his man. Was going to run it. Nope, still looking for his man. Fires it over the top to number 13, Eric Black. It looks like he's going to run it in for a touchdown. So Comets not going down without a fight. That'll put them at 24-34, 18 seconds left on the clock, which would be just about enough time to get your kickoff and then, return the punt. And then we'll probably see, like you said, we're going to watch Hilton probably take a knee for the last 18 so seconds of the game.
Kick, so they've got a 34-24 game, so it's a 10-point game. So Rush-Henrietta has to go for a 2-pointer right now.
Absolutely.
And if Hilton stops them, it's over.
Hilton calling a timeout, 18 seconds on the clock, 34-24. 1st down and 3 yards to go for the Comets. Don't forget, next Saturday, October 24th, is the 6th annual Cupcakes for Cancer at Sheer Emotion Hair Salon on Hilton Palmer Road. Food sales benefit the Edelman Research Foundation, Wilmot Cancer Foundation. Cupcakes donated by Rachel B. Cupcakes and Tops. There'll be $5 raffle tickets to win one of 12 great prizes, too. Tip of the hat to Cindy, the owner of the salon, for putting it all together. Those are the kind of community events that we're looking for right here on villageradio.net. If you have a certain event or something going on that's for a nonprofit organization, it's very simple. All you have to do is click on the Contact Us tab at villageradio.net. Please leave your contact information, either a phone number and name or a email address that we can respond to you at. And our producer and director, R.J. Jordan, will get back to you as soon as possible. Back to the game, 18 seconds on the clock.
Two-point conversion attempt here by Rush-Henrietta. Gerbino, he's going to roll back, drop back, roll back to his left.
Looks like he may get it. Oh, maybe not. He's stuffed short of a touchdown on the two-point conversion.
And now we can say we're going to win the game.
Boy, I don't even think any time came off the clock on that play.
Well, yeah, extra points are untimed downs there, so they don't have to worry about that. So it's still a 10-point game, so even if they get the onside kick, and you can only make it 34-32. So the Hilton coaching staff that does their spotters, they are down. We have sports writers up here. They're starting to wrap up their details. So this game is pretty much over. There's just a few more things to do. Gather the inside kick, and then, as you said, get out there, take a knee with the old victory play, which is the best play in football if you're down there, and get prepared and enjoy this win over the weekend and get ready for next week. With the win, it looks like Hilton will go on to play maybe East High School here next week. East could end up with a 5th seed with a victory tomorrow over Edison. So Hilton did what they needed to do tonight, and that's secure that 4th seed with a 6-1 record. That's a pretty good record to be a 4th seed, but as it looks, you're going to have 3 higher seeds that are all 7-0. So it is a very, very competitive bracket in AA this year.
Times we played brilliant.
McDonald is going to kick off for the Royal Comets. Hans team is ready at the 50, between the 50 and the 45. Here comes the kick. See if it makes it 10 yards. It does
that time. Grab the ball, head to the ground. That's what you want to do at this point.
Oh, jeez. So we got, looks like an offsides there on Rush-Henrietta. So I don't know if Hilton can take the result of the play or they got to re-kick it. And that's exactly what it is. The offsides against the Royal Comets.
Touchdown, Hilton!
Somebody in the crowd wants a touchdown.
Touchdown, Hilton. So they're going to have to, I guess, re-kick it. So
yeah, it looks like
the play
it
technically never happened if he went offsides before the kick. So Hilton's going to move their guys up another 5.
Right, and that results in a 5-yard penalty as well.
Right. Yeah. So Hilton has just been in the driver's seat since the middle of the second quarter. Does not look back, and the score, even though it's 30.
You're very modest. I would have said they were in the driver's seat since the first quarter.
Score does not show. That's some great hands there by David Guest, securing the ball at the 48 with 17 seconds to go in the ball game.
Looks like poor David even took a little kick to the chest there when he got that ball. Just tuck it in and hang on. It'll be 17 seconds left on the clock. This is going to drag. This is going to be the longest 17 seconds in sports history.
Yeah, but if you're Hilton, you are loving this. That's going to be a timeout by Coach Lapani. And with that, I would like to announce our villageradio.net player of the game. This player broke a Hilton yardage record with 349 yards on the ground and 5 touchdowns. And that's number 3, Dylan Philman. Outstanding game tonight. Outstanding game. He waited his turn, and tonight he came up big for his team. And congratulations, Dylan Philman, as the villageradio.net's player of the game.
He certainly was. Excellent job. You're right, by Dylan Philman tonight.
And there's the knee down by Letta.
That should do it. That'll run the clock down. So final score tonight, 34 Cadets, 24 for the Royal Comets of Rush-Henrietta. So, Mike, again, Dylan Philman pivotal tonight. We also saw Nicholas Milgate do some wonderful things tonight. Justin Rezegui, of course, in there. Nicholas DeRoy with some great plays. Definitely, though, Dylan Philman, player of the game.
Absolutely. And I just think it was one of those games, their backs were up against the wall. They could have tanked it and said, our season's over with. Our captain and our best defensive player, maybe our best overall player in Lawson, is out for the season. And then they lose Pittman, who knows, maybe for the year. And they still come back. And that is the sign of a Rich Lapani coach team. They never feel that they're out, and you put your backs against the wall, and they're like pit bulls, and they keep coming at you. And they took over this game in the second quarter and never let it back. And Philman, obviously, your villageradio.net player of the game, 349 yards. That is a monster game, no matter what level you're at. So congratulations to him. Great job to the offensive line. Great job to everybody on the defense. Great job to the coaching staff. They're marching on to sectional play next week as the 4th seed. And now you don't know what's going to happen, because if you can get that first game in, you go to Saline Stadium, strange things happen, and you might end yourself up in the championship game against who knows who.
Sounds absolutely exciting. So next week, where are we, Mike?
We are going to be right back here at LeBeau Field. My guess is Friday night, 7 p.m., most likely the East High Orientals.
Nice. Excellent. Tonight's broadcast is a production of VillageRadio.net with special thanks to the Hilton Central School District, the Athletic Boosters, Mike Girizzi, Director of Physical Education and Athletics. If you have any questions or comments regarding tonight's broadcast, simply email us by clicking on the contact tab at VillageRadio.net. I'm Jeremy Pilot.
And I'm Mike Heiss.
Thanks for joining us this evening.
The Big H Podcast, tune in now. Conversations that'll wow. Laugh and learn, stay a while. Let's explore that Hilton style. From the highs to the lows, every story just explodes. Mike's got questions on the go, diving deep from head to toe. Every week the guests align, sharing moments so divine. Stay with us, the pace is fine. Every episode you'll find